We don't condone the use of any illegal substance or any illegal activity. This video is intended for instructional and educational purpose only. Watch at your own risk. Viewer discretion is advised.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
In the garden where the green leaves sway, see bunnies rolling up, we light it all way. Mr. Ganiks got the bombs, we puffin' all night. Talking cultivation, yeah, we're feeling alright. Light it up, feel the vibe, let it be known. Garden Cultivation Network, we on the scene. Rolling that green, living out the dream. Chatting about the strains, how to plan it right. Join us every week, yeah, we light up the night. Wednesday to Friday, we keep it alive. Cannabis talks, everybody's feeling high. Sharing secrets of the grow, it's a sacred art. In this cultivation game, you gotta play your part. Keep it real, keep it tight, watch the plants grow. Garden Cultivation Network, we on the scene. Rolling that green, living out the dream. Chatting about the strains, how to plan it right. Join us every week, yeah, we light up the night.
Happy Friday. I was going to say Wednesday. Wait a
No, don't
minute.
say Wednesday. I don't want to do any more work days this week. Happy Friday. It's been a long
Yes,
week.
happy Friday.
It's been
It
a
has
long week.
been.
We were talking about that at work today. I was like, man, it feels like this has been like 2 weeks worth of week in 1 week. It just sucks. But hey,
Maybe it's because we're
we're all
getting
here.
closer to winter and the days are getting shorter and we're just more tired and
Yeah.
everything seems longer. But
But
yes,
it's
we are
Friday,
here.
and we're here, and we're hanging out with the Gromies.
That's
Hell
right.
yeah.
That's always a good time. And last Wednesday we had a great time as well, or this Wednesday that just passed. We had Chef Turtle on, and that was such a great episode. It's
That was a lot
really
of
got
fun.
me into thinking of making my own infused, I don't know what yet, gummies or candies or suppers.
Something.
Yeah. I've also been
Something.
thinking about making THC bath bombs as well. So that might be something
Nice.
to do because I'm not big on gummies, so I figured something like that. I love my bath, so it would be perfect for me, and I'd still have that THC and
Absolutely.
that
You could look
relaxing.
into making like lotions, different like rubs for your skin and stuff like topicals and stuff like that.
Cheers,
You could
Rue.
look into something like that. Be kind of cool.
Yeah, it would be cool.
Oh, good to see you, brother. Good to see you. Hope you're doing
And
well.
next Wednesday, so we talked about this Wednesday. Oh, and if you haven't yet, you definitely need to check out Chef Turtle's Infusion cookbook because that looks like it's a really great book. You've read some of the stuff to me, and I think it's pretty cool.
I've gone over, like, I obviously haven't read the book word for word because it's a cookbook, but I've definitely gone through and looked at some of the stuff in there. And honestly, this book is like it's so user friendly. Like this is something that anybody could use to cook with. Like you don't have to be a chef in order to make the recipes in this book. Like they're very he's explained it very good for everybody, whether you are a chef or you're brand new, first time using a stove, you can make
Yeah,
the stuff in this
exactly.
book. Like he explains it very well. He dumbs it down for regular normal people to understand. So it's really nice actually.
Very talented when it comes to cooking. And next Wednesday, we have a very talented lady coming on. We have Miss Vixen coming on. So you're
Yeah.
definitely going to want to stay tuned for that. That's going to be exciting to get to know her a little bit better.
Yeah, she's super cool. We actually went and hung out with them on their show, well, about a month ago. I want to say it was probably about
Yeah,
maybe a month
yeah,
and a half or something like that. That was fun. But yeah, it's
it
gonna
was.
be
It was a lot of fun.
It's gonna be good times. Good times. But yeah, I don't really have much. Oh, I've been talking about buying my dry tent and stuff. I've been
Yes.
talking about it now pretty much since he came on the show. So I'm not obviously going to show you my dry tent. It just came in today. I haven't set it up yet, but I also got the jars. Like,
Nice.
I think they just look so cool. And they got the thing in the top and everything, and so it's pretty cool. I
Now
think they
with
just
those
look nice.
jars, do you still have to burp them like a regular jar? I would assume,
Uh,
or
yeah, yeah, you would. Yeah. But he said they're not completely airtight, so it does help with that. So it will kind of naturally do some on its own, but you do have to once in a while do it.
yeah. I
I
love
just
my jars. I just always
I just love
forget
the way they
to
look.
I always forget to put the lids back on, which is why I moved towards Grove bags. But otherwise, I would definitely stick to my jars.
I just like how they
For
look.
outdoors, that's a lot of jars when I grow outdoors.
It is. When you can buy bags that fit, you know, bags that'll fit in a garbage can. It's
Yeah.
pickle jars once clean make good. Yeah, absolutely. Pickle jars are great for that.
Hmm.
Definitely. Yeah, I love my Grove bags, but I really liked the look of the jars. I think the look I got them mainly for the aesthetics.
Yeah.
I like to put stuff on the shelf and make it look nice and stuff, and I think that'll fit real nice on the shelf, you know what I mean? So,
Yep.
and it
I
serves a purpose
agree.
at the same time, so it's dual purpose for me.
Yes,
They look nicer than the Grove bags,
they
but I
do.
also got my dry
I like
tent, so that'll be set up in the next couple days. Probably this weekend it'll be set up and ready to rock for the next harvest.
I'm excited. I'm excited to see
Mm,
how that works.
me too. Me too. London jelly. Fuck yeah.
So it is Friday, so it is Show Your Grow. If you would like to come and show your grow, the link is pinned at the top of the chat. All you got to do is click it, and um, you will be sent to the backyard. We do have a lot of new guests that they're either outdoors or their lights go off before our show. As we've said plenty of times, if you guys want, you can take a video and you could send it in, and we will gladly show it for you.
Yeah.
Even
Preferably
myself, sometimes my
phone
tent is off as well.
preferably
So
phone turned sideways like this
yeah.
for YouTube and around a minute. I'm not gonna sit there and count the seconds down to a minute. If you're like a little bit over a minute or
Oh, we
whatever,
got to
like I
cut
said.
you off at a minute. You got 2 seconds left. Oh well, no, I'm just kidding. It's getting
Yeah.
deleted.
Yes.
All right.
So yeah, if
Are
you're
you
an
ready?
outdoor grower, your lights turn off at say 9 o'clock and you can't make the show, just take a quick video like earlier in the day and either send it to me on Instagram or you can send it to the Garden Cultivation Network at gmail.com.
Yes.
We got a couple people that send videos into the email account, so you can most definitely do that. Other than that, not much longer for my V cure to show up. Hell yeah, I'd love to see that. V cure would be cool. Yeah, organically blunt. If you want to send us a video before, like, not right before 9 o'clock, but like earlier on a Friday, gives me time to go over them and make sure they are live show appropriate, which I'm sure they all are, but I do watch over them first just to make sure.
Yeah, because you never know.
Right. If it's people that I know and recognize and stuff like that, it's not that big of a deal. But if it's somebody new that I'm not 100% sure, I will definitely make sure there's no surprises for sure.
Yes.
Just made it home from work. Session time. Hell yeah. Sesh up, homie. All right. Are we ready to start diving into some gardens?
I think so.
All right. We got the order. Do do do. All right. As long as they are ready, then I am ready. All right.
Yes.
Here we go. Ready or not? Here we
Hi,
come.
friends.
Hi,
My
friend.
friends.
I was running down the steps and he was put
I
the
know. I
order in.
saw. That's why. After I was like, if he's ready, we'll bring him on, and then I could see you going. So I was like, we'll give him a couple
Yep.
seconds.
I had to unzip the tent, turn the lights on. Yeah. So
But yeah.
my tent is half empty. Because I did the Georgia Hope and I did 4 beans. Well, the 4 beans have done 2 different pheno expressions or geno expressions or whatever you want to call it. 2 of them has gone what looks like is going to go 2 weeks longer than the other 2.
Okay.
Which is, and they're actually 2 of the bigger ones. So I thought it was kind of
Yeah.
cool.
You had one of them cut down last week. I'm pretty sure.
Yep. And then I just cut
You
one
just have
down
to.
today. I just cut this one down today. And
Nice.
then these ones here, yeah, they're still going. I mean, I don't know what else to do. I might end up cutting them down the end of next week, but then that'll be 9 weeks.
Right.
And I really don't want to keep on keeping on because I have 2 plants that need to go in here and they're struggling.
Right.
Um,
They need a home, a bigger home.
yeah, so I've done some foliar spraying on them, and they're starting to look a little better, but they're definitely necrotic, I guess you'd say. And they got this one here. It's got brown spots all over it.
Yeah.
And they're like
So
they got the claw going on.
what did you
I think
foliar spray with?
my pH in my soil is off.
Okay.
And I don't pH my water, but having a little bitty thing of soil like this with no worms, no biology really, it's
Yeah.
not like my big bed of
Do
soil
you
that's over there.
do you use lime in your soil at all? Like dolomite lime?
I don't. That's what I need to start doing. I need to put it in my Reamend
Yeah.
because I have it.
Because that'll help.
I
That'll
just
help
don't
with
put it.
your yeah, that'll
Yeah,
help with your soil pH. That'll help maintain it.
so I'll definitely need to put that in there. What
Yeah,
I
do a little
do
bit
with
of
that there
do
is
some
I would
research on it for sure. Like
yeah. So
look into it, do some I know you always do for sure. I
I
mean,
put it in this bed here. What I never did, what I haven't done yet is I haven't put it inside my mixture that I put. You know, worm
right.
castings, langmanite, asmonite, bone meal, and then this kind of bone meal.
Yep.
Um, so I'll actually start doing that because I never thought about it needing to be in a smaller container to regulate the pH.
It probably
Um,
needs to be in the smaller container even
yeah,
more so than
I
that
think
big one.
so. You're
Yeah.
definitely right for sure. Um, it doesn't ever seem to affect my autoflowers. My autoflowers seem to just go right on and keep on kicking it.
Oh,
But my
Nice.
interesting.
clones, these clones, uh, they're about 2 weeks old, and I
Yeah.
learned that these here, Centinella, it puts out an oil out of the
Mm.
stems that prevents it from rooting. So
Oh,
it needs to be in soil. So I've had these in here for like 2 weeks, and they're not rooting at all. But what I did is I had 4 of them inside my cloner here. So all the
right.
rest of my plants wasn't rooting at all, and they started to go necrotic and get real yellow. So I
Gotcha.
changed out the water and I put aloe vera in it, and they all rooted up. But I mean, as you see, they're damaged like crazy.
Yeah, it's
Um,
gonna take some. Either you're gonna have to let them come back, or
right. Yeah, that's what I'm seeing now, if they will. But I got all of these ones here, and all these ones here all have little white nodules on the stem.
okay. So you might have caught those ones in time then. You might
Yeah,
have.
these ones here are newer, and they're not in the they wasn't in this water here, or I mean these wasn't in here at this time. So
Yeah.
I think it's crazy that the centinela plant puts out an
Yeah, I
oil
didn't
or
know
something like
that.
that, it stops them from rooting.
I didn't know
Uh,
that.
yeah, yeah, it's
Fun
Learn
fact of
something
the
new every
day.
day. You guys teach me so much. Like listening to you guys that come on the show to show us your gardens.
mm-hmm.
Listening to you guys talk a lot of the times, like I learn so much new shit every Friday. It's great.
Yeah, that's what I love this community for sure. And I don't mind screwing up and figuring out what has to be done and what
Yeah.
how can I stop this from happening, because right now it would be perfect, because I would take these 2 plants and I would put them right over here and I would be fine. But now these 2 plants are just lagging
Right.
behind, but they are so beautiful and they smell really really nice, but they are lagging.
And Harry says you might be overwatering Taz, starving roots of oxygen, which blocks calcium uptake,
Oh,
can
okay.
show the signs of calcium, magnesium, and potassium deficiency, even if they are present.
That could be, because I
Makes a
definitely
lot
love
of
my
sense.
plants too much. I definitely.
We all do. We all do sometimes. And I
So
mean,
so how could I get those to be dry? Because I did just water today, but they don't go dry. I don't never really allow them to go completely dry, I guess.
right.
So I definitely should try some dry backs, huh? And
Yeah, it's one of those things though, because you're organic, you don't necessarily want dry backs.
exactly, yeah, you want that
When
biology to
you
stay
it needs to stay at
active.
least somewhat damp in there to keep that microbial life alive.
Yeah, but I'm definitely gonna back off and
But yeah, you
make
don't
sure the
necessarily have
top
to
of it'll
dry it
get
all the way
dry.
out.
Yeah, I'll make sure the top of it starts to get a little dry before I water again, because that's what I'm doing with my autoflowers. I'm doing something different with my autoflowers. I pulled up the last 4, 5, 6 plants, and the stem, the root is only like, it's no longer bigger than my hand, like 4 fingers long.
Right.
So they're really small. So I think I'm over watering them. So what I've done with these autoflowers is I wait until the top of it gets dry, really, really, really
Yep.
dry, and I'm only giving them one of these red cups right here. I gave them one cup, and then I waited like 3 days, 3 or 4 days, and I gave them 2 cups, but it was along the outside. And then I
Yep.
was like 3 days, 4 days ago, or something like that. And I just watered them again. So, and what was it? August 27th. Since
Yep.
August 27th, they've only been watered 3 times.
Right.
Right. So that's about a week
I was
and
gonna
10
say too,
days, something.
you see how it's wet all around the plant there as well?
Yeah.
If you just do like a circle around the plant without actually like touching that stem, that stalk in there,
That's what I did this time. I went around the
like
edge here instead of
like a
doing it
roll
like
of
right
tape
on it.
almost. Yeah, like a roll of tape, like dry in the middle and then wet around the outside. You do that, and that root, if you as you got to make sure that you get enough water in there that it goes down a little bit,
Go
because then that
straight.
root
Yeah.
will try to spread, right? It's going to go towards where the water is when it's hungry. It's going to look
Right.
for that water, so it encourages your roots to spread out.
Yeah. That
Keep
also I
on.
like this. I got this tall pot here too. So hopefully I could try to get that stem to be a longer. rather than these short
Yep.
fat pots. So I want to know if that does a little different. And actually, is the biggest plant that I have. These here aren't that big. This one here is almost as tall as my hand.
Yeah.
I don't. That's just kind of like preliminary right now. This one here, I think, is the smallest one I have.
Yeah. And you
But
use plastic pots too, so it's harder for you to get more of that dry back in there as well
yeah,
because
yeah. So I was having a
That's
you're
why I ended
holding that
up
moisture
drilling
in.
holes. That's why I ended up drilling holes in mine because I found fabric was too fast. I like my plastic, but like you said, it was so slow. So I drilled some
Mhm.
holes and I find it's definitely helped with the drying.
Just like up a little
Yeah.
bit further
Yep.
rather
Yep.
than being down here.
Yeah. Like
Okay,
I
drill.
that would
wouldn't go
help air.
too
You went
far
right
up,
around
but
the whole
yeah,
container. Couple
I
rows
did.
of them, I think.
I just did once around.
Kind of like those air
With
No,
pots,
I
huh?
think I did a couple.
almost.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Exactly.
that'd be cool. Yeah, I never thought about that. So yeah, I got to get in here
This
tomorrow
helps get
and
some
get that water
oxygen
out of here.
to the actual
Yeah.
soil, right?
What's that? Oh, it'll
It
give
just
more
helps get
oxygen
some
to it.
oxygen in there and helps kind
Yeah,
of like dry it out a little bit. Because I mean, that water, that soil down in the bottom and in the middle, if you're not letting it do your backs, that soil's staying wet for a long time, and those roots could be getting
just
damaged in the
saturated.
meantime. You know what I mean? Yeah, because they're just sitting there like building bacteria down there, which is going to end up causing root rot and all that other shit too. So that's
It's
what I
gonna
like
kill me
about
not to
fiber
water it
pots
for
is
days.
it does it does dry out faster, but it kind of makes you stay on top of your watering and pay closer attention to it, I found.
Yeah. So the
So
fabric pots, I had a problem with the like one part of it going hydrophobic, and then like I would have like a big
Mm.
chunk on the bottom that would be hydrophobic, and the water would run down off to the sides. And then I started
the slow
bottom
watering.
chugging, and I I mean bottom and allowing the moisture to kind of seep up through instead of just forcing it down.
Right.
I thought that I seen that was helping, but that was outside too. I was doing that outside.
Yeah.
Um,
One other thing too, when it comes to that, when you start getting those like dry pockets in there, then the water just wants to run right through. Do like a really slow water on the top and then move on to the next plant. Do another really slow water, just a little bit, just to wet the top surface. Not don't put enough on that it actually gets to the sides.
yeah,
Just enough that it's wetting the soil because once the soil's wetted, and then it acts more like a sponge and it'll start absorbing that faster. But when it's dry, it just beads off and runs away. Like it's like pouring water on concrete at that point, and it just wants to run away. You
right.
know, whatever direction the floor runs, basically. So if you just pour a little bit in there at a time, it'll start. It might take a couple minutes to absorb, but let it, and then go back and give it your actual watering because then it'll
It'll go
actually
down
you'll watch it.
better.
It'll just like it'll start sucking it right in.
So
So
I figured these was locked out, right? So I took Epsom salt and blackstrap molasses, so just a little bit of it,
yep,
and I've been spraying the leaves down to try and feed them a little bit to give them a little bit of energy to pull some of that water out of there. Because I figured it was a pH thing, but I didn't think about it being an overwatering thing. Because overwatering will
right.
give you this claw effect also, and sometimes too much nitrogen
Another
will.
thing.
But you can see there's one leaf here that's straight and one leaf there that's necrotic like and ready to fall. So that's why I thought it was like a pH thing instead of the other.
Yeah,
But that's probably could be an overwatering thing because it's trying to get nutrients, but it's got some. But
yeah, and like you said, if you're cutting the oxygen off to the roots, then
yeah,
it's one of nature's main ingredients is oxygen. We need it just as much as our plants.
Yes.
so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get one of my grates things that I have and put underneath those two plants and get them up off the tray that they're on, to where
Yep,
they'll be off of it about that much so air can get underneath them and they can actually drain. Because right now they're
yep.
just sitting on that tray. So I have to find some and get them up off there.
Lift them out of the water a little bit. Yeah,
Yeah.
Tal wants to know what the humidity is in that garden.
Oh, ambient basement. Oh, probably 100% now. I have no idea. It's just my basement. I don't deal with VPD. I don't go with the whole. I'm not running CO2 with a sealed room, and you know what I mean.
Yeah.
I don't even check my par. I go like this to check my light height. Okay, I got my
I
arm
know
up
my
to there.
basement,
That's it.
for my basement in the wintertime, it goes down to 18. Like I need
Yeah, that's what I'm
humidifiers. I
thinking.
need everything. Yeah.
It's probably around the 20s or so right now.
As of right now, it's in the 20s, and that's with just like normal,
Yeah.
not the morning.
Yeah, it's I tried to do all that, but then I just had too many components, and then the humidity. I have 2 different tents, and I have like a lung room, but the lung room is like it's not sealed off. Yeah, it's just a
Right.
curtain. You know what I mean? Like I'm not.
Yeah.
So I wasn't able to keep this lung room consistent, and I was fighting with it. I just was like just bare minimum. You know what I mean? I just went straight to bare minimum, and I try not to stress over it too much. And but yeah, it's definitely, if I would probably get the humidity right in there, it would be able to perspire properly and stuff like that. Which that's probably what's helping with me spraying the leaves. It's probably helping the humidity come up inside that tent.
Yeah.
But I also don't have an AI controller, so my fan just constantly runs. So I'm constantly pulling air back out of it.
Yeah.
So I think if you go to having like, you should have an AI controller if you're worrying about BPD. You know what I mean? And it's definitely a thing that will take your
I
yield.
don't have an AI controller, but I do on my controller. I can set it so when it gets to a certain temperature,
Yeah.
the fan will turn on, and then when it gets to a certain temperature, the fan will turn off. I can set mine for that.
Yeah.
And that was just like a cheap Mars Hydro one. So I mean, you
Right.
can buy, you can get, you don't have
And
to
that's
go
definitely, if I start
all
taking
out
my
and
grow to the next level and start to automate it and really get it to where, because I'm only in this room for another 2 years.
right.
At this point in time, my son will go to the Army, and his room, will become open. You know what I mean? At that point in time, so I'll be able
Gotcha.
to grow inside
Out for
his
the
room.
Counting
plants.
down the days, are
Right,
we?
more room for the plants. Right. So it's
2
because
years
he's
my
got an
son's going
uncle
to the
that's in the
army, but
Army.
nobody is counting.
No, nobody's counting down the days. No, none of us. No, but yeah, he's got an uncle that's in the Army, so he's gonna go and go on base, I guess, and live with him and stuff like that, which I think is pretty cool.
Nice. That
It
is cool.
is.
But
Yeah.
but
Those are beautiful.
yeah, I love these. These are awesome. So hopefully here in the next couple of years I can, because that's one thing I really wanted to do. I wanted to get a controller, and then I want to get a what's it called, an irrigation system for inside here. A blue mat, or there's another one that's just tubes. You just run these cloth like tubes that go across, and they just like permeate water out of them. Build a Soil sells them. I can't remember what they're called. They just got a
Are you
reservoir
talking
right
about
outside.
the carrots or the blue mat system?
Not the carrot ones. It was just like these hoses that went across around it. You know what I mean? And they just like the hose all the way along it. It sweats out the moisture into your bed, so it evenly does it through. I think it was like 8 or 9 psi, so it was like gravity fed pressure. I think the carrots might take a pump where it takes a little bit more pressure. But
I'm
the
not
blue mats, I think,
100%
is also just a gravity fed.
Yeah.
But I might be wrong, though. There's a lot to learn. A lot for me to learn, for sure.
Yeah, I've never used any of those, so I mean, I can't really touch on them too much. But I know Sly, I believe, uses the blue mat system.
Is it? I hope if it's gravity fed, that'd be really, really nice.
Yeah,
Because
I'm not 100% sure, but I'm sure if you reached out to him, I'm sure he would he'd have no problem answering your questions.
Mm-hmm.
yeah, because right now I have not one place I could put another plug in there. And then this is OSHA approved. I built this, but yeah, there's not another plug on there either. So I mean, I can't run the other pump on here because I don't have another plug to plug in. So if I do add stuff to this, it would have to be, I would have to get like a little mouse running it or something. You know, you get a little wheel, like
a little
pretty
hamster
cool.
wheel.
A little hamster wheel,
Yeah.
right? Water my plants. A little steward in here.
Little steward, hell yeah.
Oh man. But yeah, I think I'll just I'll keep spraying her down, hope for the best, and I'm gonna limp these along for another week. But it sucks because I really wanted them to go over there last week. I think it would have been great, and now they're getting depleted on food, and I overwatered them because I just love them so much.
Right.
Whoops.
Well,
And that's our problem.
Yeah,
We love them too much.
that was my problem with cloning. Is I just spray them and I don't know. I look at them too much. I take them out of the thing. Now the aeroponics is giving me problems too. So
now
I just might go to seed only.
Break. Keep your hands off them, Taz.
Yeah, that's what I got to do.
They're beautiful ladies, but keep your hands off them.
Yeah, that's it. I got to learn to put my hands in my pockets.
That's right. That's right. Yeah.
But yeah, I appreciate you having me come on. I've been laying low on the content creation here for a little while. I haven't posted anything anywhere. Just ain't been feeling it. But I do have an Ohio.
Join the club, man. Join the club. We haven't been posting shit.
Yeah, it's mental health is a thing you got to look after first and foremost before anything. But I think I'm gonna make a video out of Ohio cannabis. There's an event that's going on, and it's supposed to be for promoting like business and things like that. So I'm gonna go up there and film and do the whole thing and be a YouTuber for the day. See if I can see if I can do my thing. But I'll have some videos on that hopefully. And,
nice, that'd be cool.
Nice.
Yeah, it'd be really sweet,
man. Looking forward to it.
Yeah. And then Ohio Cannabis Live also has been doing some calls to arms type things. So I'm getting some things together, and hopefully I can get in contact with him and maybe just start going to other live events and stuff like that here in Ohio, and maybe start going to the Capitol building and start doing some talks, speeches in the Capitol. It got to be pretty cool. But who knows? Gotta keep on going.
I don't know if you follow Spartan Grow. He's over on the Let's Be Buds show with Uncle Rick and Emily.
Oh, okay.
And Anything Grows. You know Anything Grows?
I think so, yeah. I know the Let's Be Buds podcast.
Her boyfriend Spartan, he was just down at, I believe it was the Michigan what do you call it? What did you say? Where did you say you wanted to go? No, not the events. He was at the political building.
Oh, okay, yeah, like downtown to go
on the front steps of their building talking about cannabis, and he goes to all kinds of these rallies and stuff like that. So I just watched one
a good one to follow.
Yesterday or the day before of him out there talking in front of like thousands of people. It was pretty cool.
Oh wow. Yeah, that's pretty sweet.
Yeah, he does that every now and then.
I think that'd be pretty cool.
Harvest Rally. Organically Blunt says Harvest Rally. That'd be his neck of the woods too. Yeah, Michigan Weedsters.
Give people
that's pretty cool.
More on the medication. Hopefully we can calm our country down, calm people down, just get them roll a joint, chill out. It's okay. It's not that bad. It'll get greater.
Yeah.
Get greater later as long as you got good weeds. Good medication.
That's right. Get greater later.
Yep.
I like that.
But all right.
We appreciate you coming on
next week.
Hell yeah.
Yes, sir.
Bye, friends.
And those plants will be nice and green.
Yep.
Yes.
All right.
Bye.
Peace, brother. Hell yeah.
Yeah, Spartan is a good one to follow, especially if you're very into the science of it. He's very scientific.
He is, but he's a very activist
as well. Yes.
He's out there like we're here talking about it and, you know, trying to spread the word here. He's out in
Yep.
public doing
Yeah.
this in front of people live. So it
Before we get into the next garden, did you want to show your garden quickly, or?
sure I can. I've been saying for weeks that I'm going to show mine, and I haven't. Like,
Exactly.
Bunny's going to get me to do it early this time, so I don't miss it. All right, here we go. These are the little babies. So these ones here are the
They're
Mac
big
one.
babies now.
They are the Milo alien cookies. So Milo grows
Yes.
2024, I believe is his name on Instagram. I
Yes.
type it every time I
Marketer.
post a reel, I should know. But super cool dude. Great grower, great breeder. And these two here in the yellow cups are the Northern Lights crossed with Green Crack. And those are high Q genetics. Those are the ones that we have been doing giveaways, that we've done a couple giveaways with.
Yes.
So those are one of the crosses that are in there. So yeah, I love the bud cups. I love them. I can do the exact same grow with solo cups, bud cups. You don't need them. They're not a necessity, but I do love them. They are nice.
Yes.
But before I had
I
the
haven't
bud cups, I was doing the clear and the red cups. I was doing the double cup, so I could still see my roots. But
I haven't been taking pictures of my outdoors or indoors because every time I post, I get my account deactivated. So I haven't been posting for a while, but next Friday I'll try and get a video.
and not only that, but I mean, you do post videos on your Instagram. So if anybody
I do.
does
I
want to
have
see,
some.
if anybody does want to see our grows through the week and stuff like that, not just on Fridays, they are absolutely over on Instagram. So you can definitely check them out over there.
Yes.
And we do garden updates once in a while on
YouTube.
YouTube, but I mean, we haven't really been too consistent with that. We get hit with the age restrictions and all that, and 6 people end up watching them because YouTube doesn't promote them, they don't push them, same as Instagram.
I still forget that I could post on YouTube. That's my problem. Before I started the original, or not the original, the first show, I didn't even know that this kind of content was on YouTube. Where everybody's like, I went to YouTube University. I just went to IG college.
Instagram's like the community college of the weed community. YouTube was the university.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's funny. That's funny. I went to Instagram college. I've never heard anybody put it that way before, but you know what? Honestly, the nice thing about Instagram, as much as it does piss me off with the restrictions and getting hit all the time and having my post taken down,
Mm-hmm.
the nice thing about Instagram is if I see, say, uh, the Germinator, you know, he might be doing something that I want to do, so I can just message him and say, "Hey, how do I do this?" And then he can reach back to me. You know what I mean? Where YouTube's not like that. So that's the one thing that I do like. Instagram is instant, like it really
I
is.
love the platform. I just do not like IG. It's
The bullshit
themselves.
that
Yes.
the Germinator says, I went to Garden Cultivation Network School. Yeah. Hell yeah. Me too. I go there every Friday. I mean, night school, buddy.
Yes.
Hell yeah. And we allow you to smoke weed in class.
Yes. Yes.
In fact, we
Again,
encourage.
it is Friday. It is Come Show Your Grow. We do have a couple grows in the background, but if you would like to come show yours, you're more than welcome to click the link in the pinned at the top of the chat, and you will get sent into the background.
Yeah. And that being said, are you ready for the next one?
I am. I am.
All right. He looks more than ready, which is unfortunate. I love catching him off guard.
No, I've been eating and shit in the background. Like, yeah, I try to get a smoke in real quick. I was like, I wonder if I can get this done before I get on. Yeah, but we got it done. Happy Friday,
yeah,
everybody. How you doing?
we come on, we can talk shit for days.
Dude, we do talk shit for days. Like, I mean, in our little GCN chat with me, you, J-Rats, and Bunny, we talk shit all day long. People didn't know we were friends. They'd be like, these people hate each other. No, we mess around all the time. It's fun. Good
We
laugh
hate to
all
love
day.
each other.
Right. J-Rats especially. We pick on him quite a bit, but he's a good sport.
Yes.
He's really good about it. He's really good about it.
Yep. So, hey, Taz, you're still listening. I'm supposed to take a fishing trip up to Canton next weekend. We're going to go pick up a new car up there, and my buddy got a new boat. We're going out on Erie, go walleye fishing. So I'd like to stop in and see you
I am jealous.
if you're available.
Again, he doesn't invite me. How rude.
Hey, come on down to the good old U.S. Ganiks, all you got to do is hop on the boat and go across Erie, man. You can meet him right in the middle.
Right.
Yep,
I'm on my way.
Yep, that's right. I wonder how the borders work on Erie.
We'll keep my side of the boat on the Canada side and your side of the boat on the U.S. side.
Right. Yeah. We pass joints back and forth over the boats. Yeah, we can find that line.
Right.
That's right.
Awesome.
Yep.
Hell yeah.
So, anyways,
you got going on, mister?
Yeah, you want to show the outdoor ones first? Cool. We can do that. I was just over there today. I plucked off a couple big buds off the lower branches because they were laying on the ground and I didn't have anything to prop them up with. So I was like, fuck it, I'm just going to cut them. I only got a couple weeks left anyways. And dude, they smell delicious. They're huge and they were the bottom branches. I can't wait.
You want me to show the picture first?
Yeah, go ahead. Like? Whichever one. It's all right.
All right. This is what
tell everybody what I got going on.
This is a gauge on size.
I'm 6'4". So yeah, that one behind me is 13 foot 1 inch. I'm standing like 3 feet in front of it. So it's actually a little bit bigger if I got next to it, but yeah. It's doing good.
Crazy.
Like I said, I found a couple little tiny spots of powdery mildew on the leaves. And I just cut the limb, and took the whole limb with me, cut the leaves off, drying out the buds. I'm planning on smoking that shit. I'm not too good for that. Like I said, there was no powdery mildew on the buds and shit. It was just on the tips of the leaves.
Yeah.
But like I said, there's only a few weeks left. And, I've been out before where I've gone out one day, there was a few spots, left it alone, go out the next day, and the whole, half of the plant's covered. So keeping my fingers crossed. Anything can happen in 2 or 3 weeks. You can get another weather swing. It's going up to the 90s all week here. Still no rain in sight. My poor mom, she her hips messed up, and she's out there watering them when they need it. I said, only do it when they're drooping. So she, bless her heart, she's out there trying to help me, and she don't even smoke. She could care less about the plant, but she knows how much it means to me. So I get over there, once, sometimes twice a week, and take care of them. I gave them some cow mag today. I found some spots on the leaves. Not cow mag. I gave it molasses, and then I sprinkled a little bit of Epsom salts afterwards. That way, when it rains next time, it'll water that into the soil. And then I just threw a couple more handfuls of 2-week fertilizer under there, and just gonna let it go after that. I'm not going to give it anything else. Right. I didn't give it any blue. I was going to give it some of that monster bloom. Didn't even do that, man. I just, I said, I'm going all organic. That's what they are. And I'll tell you what, it's amazing. So,
ain't nothing wrong with that.
You want to show the pretty color all the flowers I got going?
Yeah. So I don't know which one's which, but there's two here. So I'm just going to show them both back to back.
Sounds good. All right, so here's the walkthrough of all my big old ladies, and they're just wonderful. I took off some of those big fan leaves today, opened them up, just a few that were covering bud sites. It's opened up pretty good. It gets good airflow.
Christmas tree.
Yeah, my Christmas tree in summer. I'm loving it. Absolutely loving it. That thing, I had to, when I sprayed it with milk last week, I had to spray it from out the window. to get the top part. I couldn't reach the damn thing. But yeah, I sprayed it one more time. See, this one's leaning over. I've got to stake that up sometime this week. I got to go get a couple bamboo poles because it's so heavy. And I've got a mole digging underneath there. I just set a trap today, but it's digging around there, and I guess it, loosened up the soil, so it's starting to lean over on me. But yeah, I mean, I'm not complaining. I'm not complaining at all. And then
You shouldn't be. They look gorgeous.
Yeah.
And then we got this one here. Yeah, this.
All right, this is my
look at that
slurricane. It's God's slurricane is what it is. God bud mixed with slurricane. Yeah, my pink ones, absolutely beautiful. I'm not sure what all they are. Those are my big ones out back there next to the house. Big old pop can size buds already. And like I said, they still got a few weeks to go. I mean,
they're frosty.
I got branches hanging on the ground and shit. Like I got a serious bud weight problem, and it's a damn good thing to have. I absolutely love it. So
yeah.
Those ones in the back, they got some spider mite damage. They got some bug damage. I ain't looking to smoke on. Just let them go. They're pretty. I left a male. I accidentally, when I moved away, I left a male. I thought I got them all, but it was right in the middle of the garden. All the plants around it got seed pods all over it. But once I check and see which plants are which and which plant was the male, I may have breeded some amazing shit for next year. So you know what? Even if I can't smoke the bud, I'll take the fucking seeds and I'll plant them next year and see what we get out of it. I got the room outdoor to do that, so that's why I like to play around. Never know, I might have accidentally bred something amazing. So don't rule that out, guys. Just because you got a mess up in your garden, it's not always the worst thing. You got to look at the bright side of things sometimes.
Yeah.
So
Big H says, "Yeah, I swear I want your problems if I ever grow up."
Yeah. Hey guys, outdoor, it's tricky, man. You take the good with the bad. You're going to lose some. Plant extra because you're going to lose some. You're going to get bug damage. You're going to get powdery mildew. Mother Nature's a bitch. Right now the drought. Before we were getting too much rain. You can't control that shit like you can indoors.
That's why I always encourage everybody when they do outdoor, do it like a dry amendment, some type of an organic grow, because when you're using bottled nutrients that you have to feed when you water, it's so hard because like you might only water 5 times for the whole year.
Yep.
You might have to water all the time. We may end up in a drought, like you said, and you may have to water all the time. So that's okay if you got to feed every time you water. But if we get a shit ton of rain, you're not out there watering your plants, so your plants aren't getting the food. So if you do a dry amendment, it's every time it rains, it's getting fed.
Exactly. Yeah. Exactly. And if you're not at your grow location like I am, that's what you got to do. Like I can't just make it over there whenever I want to hand water these plants. Like if I throw that if I top dress with the organic stuff, my mom puts the hose out there. All she does is put the hose out there, turns it on, and moves it under each plant. Not a big deal. And that's watering in those amendments every time she does that. And even though we haven't had any rain for 2 weeks, it's still getting fed.
As soon as you said that, all I could think of was, what is that? Silence of the Lambs?
Yeah.
It rubs the lotion on the skin or it gets the hose again.
Yep. And I saw Big H. You better believe I'm gonna fucking smoke those pretty buds with the seeds in them. I ain't too proud to smoke good bud with seeds. It turns out, if I get like too bad at bug damage and shit, I'm not gonna smoke that. I saw some spots on the leaves. I got some mites, whether it's spider mites or what. Like I didn't really pay attention because I don't really give a shit. I'm just letting them grow. They're doing that. They're wild. We get something good. We get something good. If we lose them, you know what? It is what it is. I couldn't take care of them. I took care of the ones I could, and you see how good they look. But it just shows you can grow weed, but you can grow weed a lot better if you do it right. Like you can plant a seed and just let it go, or you can take care of it, love it, and get something beautiful.
Yeah, we do call it a weed for a reason.
Yes.
It grows like a fucking weed.
Yeah.
But you also moved like halfway through the season too.
Yeah. Yeah, that's
So
just it. Like,
you went from being there every day to
mhm,
being there maybe once a week,
right.
maybe, and
Yep.
sometimes not, twice a month.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
That's truth.
you went from being able to be there all the time doing whatever you wanted to them whenever you want. You could go out there after dinner time and do some defoliation if you wanted to, check them, feed them, whatever. Or now you don't even live
Yeah.
there anymore, so you get there when you can.
Right, and that's just it. When
So
I'm there, I do what I need to. I do my IPM. I check them real good. I like to check my plants every day outdoors. I like to go out sometimes twice a day and check them. If you miss something in the morning, you turn a leaf over, find some aphids or something. But when you're not living there, you just got to keep your fingers crossed and hope for the best, and do what you can when you're there. When I'm there, I'm spraying them, I'm feeding them, I'm defoliating, whatever they need done. I'm doing it,
yeah,
that once a week. I'm not
Yeah.
just going over there and looking at them like, oh, they're pretty. Like, I'm working on them. So,
yeah,
you do the best you can. The more attentive you are, the better your plants are going to look
for sure,
every time.
for sure.
So, yeah, you guys want to see my babies real quick?
Yeah, we do.
Of course.
Yeah, we do.
Well, babies.
Bye.
Whatever, man.
Rude.
Put it on the one back camera. I think I broke it, so it doesn't work. And that's
Mm.
good. Something's wrong. Something's wrong.
Yeah, you got a
Yeah,
black
you're just
screen
a
right
black.
now.
Yeah.
There we
There
go.
you are.
There we go. There we go. So yeah, we got some Bingus Platinum Asset.
They're looking great.
Oh yeah, they're looking beautiful. You got a Gary
Yeah.
Payton. These Gary Paytons always grow beautiful, man. I've grown them a couple times now. More Bingus. These are regulars. So if I get males, I'm going to breed them in this tent. Grow the females in my 5x5. And
Nice.
not sure where I'm going to breed it with yet, but I'm not sure if this Black Triangle by Bodie is going to make it, man. It had a seed stuck on it I wasn't paying attention. I think it was stuck on too long, but it is getting some new growth. So I think it might make it.
That'd be okay.
This one's kind of weird looking. It's got some new growth finally, but it's odd. That's a DJ Short grape juice cocktail. I got a couple of those going. That one's
That
looking
one looks like
beautiful.
it just doesn't want to grow the first set of like
I
cannabis leaves.
It
Like
is
it
barely. You can start to see them, but I think they're going to be like stunted. I'm not sure what's going on there. But it is what it is. We got more seeds, so if it doesn't work, it doesn't work. These
Do
things
you
need
remember when I had one
transplanted.
like that, Bunny? Where it just didn't grow. It just stayed in that first stage with the rounded leaves on there. It
I
never
do
got past
remember
that
that.
stage. It just stayed like that. And the other ones
Right.
looked like the ones like the bigger ones that you have in your tent, the ones that were the same age as it looked like those, and now the one that I'm talking about just stayed like that little one forever.
Right. Yeah. I'm loving the nodal spacing on here. Looking very good.
Yeah, they look
Um,
really good.
yeah, man, I'm happy with it. I got my auto pots right here. I got my
Nice.
5-pound thing of cocoa. I got some extra cocoa bags. I got my perlite. I'm ready to set everything up. I was gonna do it
Nice.
tonight, but man, I gotta work in the morning. We still gotta play GTA, and I worked all day today, so it might have to wait another day. I'll do it tomorrow. I ain't doing nothing
Mhm.
Sunday, so.
Friday
But yeah,
traditions.
that's just it, guys. Sometimes life happens, you can't get to it. These plants can be forgiving, but don't try to do too much with them. They're
Don't push
still
them.
they're still all
Yeah.
right for now. They're getting a little root bound in there, but no big deal. Once they get into their new homes, they'll straighten out just fine.
Yeah.
So
No, they look good.
yeah,
Look
it's
good.
not looking bad. I'm happy with that. Here's those buds I took off today.
Nice.
Yeah,
They
I
sure look
mean,
good.
and these are the bottom buds, dude. These are the very bottom branches. At the very bottom, they were sitting on the ground, and that's how big these are. So I can't wait to get the rest of them. You got a
Nice.
nice little ounce kicking right there. I'm drying out.
Hell yeah. Looking
It
good.
smells like blueberry muffins in my bedroom. I'm loving it. So
Nice.
yeah. We're doing all right. We're doing all right. We're getting set up early for my winter grow. I like to get a jump start on things because I got to
Yeah,
have something to grow in the winter.
I just finally got all the stuff that I need for DWC grow as well. So I've got everything I need now. So now I'm gonna do um um I'm gonna do my
Hydro.
very first DWC run. So I'm looking forward to that. I'm just gonna do one plant in a 5-gallon pail and see how it goes. And if I
Okay,
like
cool.
it, I'll keep going. If I don't, then I'll go back to my regular way.
That's going to be my next step. I'm doing the auto pots right now. It's kind of like a cross between the two. I'm digging on that. I've seen how plants grow in those, and with cocoa, I'm telling you, like I was way underwatering my plants, even for how beautiful they were. I was super underwatering them.
Yeah.
So with this, I don't have to worry about that. I can really see their full potential, and if I like it, then I'm gonna try over to the hydroponics. I love that root corn that like Rue and CC gets.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm definitely digging that. And I like to experiment with all kinds of stuff. I like every aspect of growing. Everything about this plant, I love learning. So I want to try everything at least once.
Exactly. And that's
Just
why I
try not
want
to
to try it. I've
overwhelm
never done
myself.
it before. So I've never
Yeah.
done it. And
Yeah.
it's been something I've wanted to try for a long time. And we've had a lot of people, a lot of DWC growers come on the show over the last couple months. And with every person that comes on, I just want to try it a little bit more and a little bit more and a little bit more. To now where I just said, you know what, fuck it. Like I'm not gonna learn it if I don't do it.
Yeah.
I'm always gonna be worried about doing it if I don't just do it, you know. Do it, fuck it up, try it again, see what happens. You know, that's what's I'm prepared to make mistakes. I'm prepared to kill my plant. I'm prepared for all of this. So we'll see what happens. Maybe none of that will happen. Who knows? Maybe I'll have a great successful run. Maybe I won't.
And
But
that's just it, guys.
I'll
I
learn
mean,
something.
you as long as you learn something, don't be afraid to fuck up, man. That's how I learn at least. I usually do it a couple times before I learn, as a matter of
Oh,
fact. I
sure.
don't just do it
Definitely.
once. So you're gonna make mistakes. We all do. It doesn't matter how many, I've
That's
been
how you
growing since I was
learn.
18, but I still make my mistakes. I just want to go indoors properly. I still make mistakes there. It's gonna happen. Don't get discouraged. Just, you know, watch these podcasts, learn from other people like I did on the indoor stuff. I learned everything I know from like Scotty over at Real Growers and shit. I was on that website for a long time ago before I started watching, you guys and I Can Matt, all these guys. I learned everything I know, incorporated all this stuff into my grow. So yeah, if you guys want to learn, you guys aren't growing yet, do your research, learn your strains, learn your medium, learn everything you can before you start, and it'll keep you from messing up as much and getting discouraged.
Yeah, learn what you can and then take all of that information and put it to work, you know. For me,
Yep.
I gotta watch it, see somebody else do it, and then do it myself.
Mm-hmm.
And until I do it myself, I don't retain it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It doesn't stick with me. So
That's where I am too.
That's
I have
how
to
I am,
hands
yeah.
on. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's what we got growing on, and I'm happy this year with this outdoor grow. Like,
yeah, it looks really nice.
I grow 7-8 tall plants every year, but 13 feet. That I don't know how I'm gonna top myself. Cavs was on my live Monday, and he said he's got Durban poison crossed with Maui Wowie. He said can grow up to 16 feet tall. So he said, hit me up.
Nice.
I'm gonna have to grab some of those seeds. He said there's some special ones. We're gonna have to try those outside next week. So yeah, make sure you guys catch the Dr. Danknug show Monday, 7 p.m. Eastern on YouTube. We show our grows over there. We show our mistakes. We show our successes, our failures. Hey, we're not afraid. If I could teach somebody to, avoid a mistake I made, I'm happy to screw up and have you laugh at me. I
That's
laugh at
right.
myself constantly. It's how I get through life.
The non-growers realize how dedicated we are to growing this plant.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'm sure some do, but I think the majority probably not.
No, they don't. You talk to them about it, and they look at you like you're crazy.
Yeah, I think if they don't live with someone who does this kind of thing, then no.
Yeah, that's just it. Like I could talk to like say my mom, she could care less. She thinks my
Yeah.
plants are pretty, but she don't smoke, she don't care. Like and then when
Yeah.
you talk to other people, like this plant literally saved my life. Like it pulled me out of a bad spot and it kept me in a good spot. And as long as I'm growing, I have something to look forward to every day. I have something that makes me happy. It's my meditation, it's my zen, it's how I start my day. It's not just smoking it, man. It's the whole aspect of this plant. Growing it is just as therapeutic as smoking it. And anybody who grows knows exactly what I'm talking about. Guarantee you all feel the same. I even know many people
Yes.
that grow it and don't smoke it, and they love growing it. I got a buddy who asks me questions
I've
all the
said
time, but he grows for his wife. And, I'm like, I love it when people do that. And he doesn't
Well, look
smoke.
at Cece. She grows
Yeah.
for her husband, and she
Uh-huh.
doesn't smoke. She doesn't consume,
That's another one.
but
Yeah.
she is
and she's
absolutely just as
amazing.
Oh, yeah.
obsessed with growing as we are.
And
Mhm.
that as
You know what
well.
I mean? Like I've always said too, like if something ever happened where, the doctor said, you know what, Ganiks, you can't smoke weed anymore. No more
Mhm.
consuming for you. I would still grow it.
I'd say get a second
I don't think
opinion. Come talk to
I
me.
don't but you know what I'm saying though? Like if
Yeah,
for
yeah, I
whatever
got
reason
you.
I could no longer consume cannabis, I would still, I think, have to grow this plant. Like
Mhm.
I love growing it. And to me, that's just as therapeutic as smoking it is the growing part of it. Some days I don't want to get in there and do what I need to do, but then I do, and then I'm like, fuck, am I ever glad I did that? Like snaps you out of a bad place sometimes, just getting in there and getting your mind off of it and digging the dirt a little bit and
Yeah, yeah.
playing your water buckets and stuff like that, get in there, play with some plants and pull some leaves, and it's
Sometimes
a
it's
good
all you
stress
need to get
reliever.
your mind off of shit. Like I'll be in a pissed off mood. I'll go out there with my jar of untrimmed weed, sit there with my gambit trimmers, and I'll just trim up buds and listen to music until I feel better. And I'll get done with like an ounce, and I'll be like, "What the fuck was I pissed off about again?" Like it's therapeutic, and to each their own. But everything for like you said. The other day I needed to feed my plants. They're in solo cups. I got to feed them when they need fed. It's not
Right.
like they can go another day. So I wasn't feeling well. I got my ass up, mixed the shit, and afterwards I felt better.
Yeah.
Sometimes you just need that kick in the ass, and these plants mean so much to us that you know laziness. You can call potheads lazy all you want, but I don't know one lazy fucking pothead. Not in my life, at
I have my
least.
moment. I have my moments, but
Yeah,
even
we're
non-potheads
chatting
have
at
their
by what
moments.
6 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
Man, I know we're on the job sites. I'm at the farm, feeding
Yeah.
the horses or doing whatnot. But it's we do what
Yeah.
we got to do when it comes to these plants because we love them. So I absolutely love
Damn
them.
it, you do it. I'm keeping my hands off of it. That's funny.
You guys hit this at the same time.
I'm taking it off and she's taking it off, but one of us is actually putting it back on because we're clicking it at the same time.
Me
God
too,
damn it.
Galaxy. Me too. Bury me with my plants.
Yeah. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. But
uh,
yeah, man, we appreciate you coming on and showing and
Always. Love hanging out with you guys, with everybody in the chat. Great to see you. I'll be hanging out the rest of the night. So yeah,
sounds good.
we'll see y'all later.
Sounds good. All
See
right,
you
brother.
guys over in San Andreas after the show.
Yeah, you will. Peace.
Have a great night.
All right. We do have another video. So we will play that and then we will bring on the next garden. So this is, I never say his name right. Krogan? We're calling him Krogan.
CR Organ or
Yes.
Krogan. I always say
Okay, here we go.
Krogan myself.
Here we go.
If you're 45 or older, talk to your doctor, schedule a colonoscopy, and then help us figure out how to get my gadget out to the world. Ah!
The bud
Because
monster.
other than that little string there I just tripped over, my gadget built that plant. Thanks everybody for watching. Later.
We told everybody to keep their pants on the show, but I guess I guess we've never said nothing about shirts.
That was an amazing plant.
That was a hell of a plant. That's one plant.
It was. No plants was harm in the making of this video either.
That's right.
Maybe just
I don't think
croaking.
Yeah. That's funny. That is funny. But yes, we got another garden in the back. So yeah, anybody that has outdoor gardens that can't make it on the show because it's dark by the time 9 o'clock rolls around, like the days are getting shorter now, so it is getting dark earlier. You can send us a video. Try to keep it about a minute long, and we will do our best to make sure that we get them on. We got them all on this week, so. All right. If the next garden is ready, we will bring him up. All right, here we go. I got the thumbs up. Twisted.
Heyo.
What is up?
Hello.
Happy
Not much.
Happy Friday.
Yes, TGIF. Thank God.
Yes.
Although it's y'all's
Absolutely.
Friday, it's not my Friday. I actually have to work tomorrow and Sunday.
Oh.
I don't get a Friday.
That's
But
no
anyway,
fun.
no,
But-
it didn't.
But,
But I
you know
mean,
what?
it
We do
pays
what we
the-
gotta do.
it pays the bills. Exactly.
That's right.
It pays the bills.
Yeah. Doing our gardening doesn't pay the bills, so we gotta pay for them somehow.
No, it just
Yep.
pays me. It pays
Right.
me a lot. Pays me a lot.
Yeah.
Oh,
It allows us to pay our bills and work Saturdays and Sundays, right?
yep. But I wouldn't agree with what Dr. Danknugs did or said in the last video. This plant has absolutely changed me.
Yeah.
And it's changed numerous people for the better. I mean, just growing it is therapeutic, but not only
Yeah.
that, but it's the entire experience. It's growing it, it's drying it, it's curing it, and then after it's cured, then you open that bag for the first time, you smell it, and you just,
That's the
oh
best.
my God!
Good.
And then you
Yeah,
grab that first
exactly.
nug, and then you break it up, and you roll it into a joint, and you smoke it. It's just a whole experience all the way through.
And
you
it's an
can't
experience
find it
you
anywhere
can't,
else.
and it's an experience that you can't experience unless you grow it. You know what I mean? Like
You cannot.
everybody has that moment where they open the bag and they smell it and then they roll their joint, they smoke it, and then they feel good. But I feel like you
It's
can't
different
have
when it's
that
yours.
appreciation. There's a level of appreciation that comes from growing it and going through all the stages. It's like raising kids and then seeing them off to get married and have their own families. You know what I mean? It's
Right.
kind of like
Right.
that. Like you get to
Yeah.
the end of watching your plants grow up their whole lives, and then now you get to experience what they were here for, why we grew them.
Exactly. Exactly.
Yeah. And you can't get that unless you grow it. And
Nope.
and not saying anything to the people that don't grow. I mean, a lot of people can't grow, so they don't. And that's why they
Yeah.
buy it. But I mean, yeah, man, that's the cool thing about this community is we all have that to share that experience. You know what I mean? We all have that
Yes,
experience
sir.
to share. And
Yes, sir.
it's a beautiful thing.
Yeah,
It
and
is.
that's why I'm here. I have
Yeah.
no one local to share my garden with or my exploits, so I'm gonna try and come on here and start sharing with all of you.
Absolutely, man. You're always welcome.
We love
I've
that.
watched you a
Yes.
few times. I've enjoyed your content. I've watched several of your past lives and stuff, and
Thanks, man. We
everybody
appreciate that.
seems really nice and really inviting. And well, I'm here to share me as well.
Oh yeah, man.
So
You're always welcome.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
we got an amazing community in here every Friday night, man. Every Wednesday and Friday night. The
Yes.
homies and gromies are in here hanging out, and yeah, man, we absolutely love the community. It's great.
I don't
Uh,
have much. I don't have any. Do you want me to start talking about about my garden or?
sure.
Sure. Tell us what you got
Um,
growing on.
well, I don't have anything in flowers. It's the only 10 I've got going on right now, which is 4x4. Everything in here is on a 1311 light cycle right now.
Okay.
So they are heading, they were supposed to, they should have already been in stretch and been like halfway through their stretch or somewhat, but because I started them on a 1410 light cycle.
Great.
But they just didn't want to start flowering. So now I've walked it down to a 1311. So now they're on a 1311 light cycle. But they're
Yeah.
all one cultivar. They're all the same cultivar. I'm doing a sift through a pack of Parmesan crack times snow beef.
Okay.
And I'm assuming all of these are females. That one's still a little bit of a holdout back there in the back, the real tall one.
The one
But
that's
the
poking
rest
up
of
above, yeah.
yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I'm hoping it's a female. I'm seeing more teardrop than I am lobster claws, but I'm still waiting for it to form a little bit more before I make the final call. But I'm hoping it's a female. It's what I've been eyeballing for a while.
Yeah.
The other one
They're all pretty
is
uniform. Like that canopy is really
oh
even, except for that one little branch back there
Yes.
that sticks up, right?
Yeah.
yeah, they're very, very, very uniform as far as the phenos are concerned. Or and they're symmetrical too. One thing I like about symmetrical, so it's got all the side branching coming up on every single one of them, which
Yeah, they
is
got
what I
really
like.
nice structure to them. Really nice.
They
This is the
do.
yeah, this is the top of this one. After I pinched the top, I pinched. How do you? It doesn't matter. Potato, right? I pinched the top and
Yep.
defoliated the bottom to get these to come up. But whenever I did, the top just kind of stopped growing. So these are all the actual lowers. These are the very bottom branches of that plant. Like
Looks
usually
really
ones that
good.
you
Nice.
cut off.
Mina Cannabis
Um,
wants to know, she says, tell us more about that 1014 cycle.
the 1410 cycle.
Yeah. Yeah, she wants to know a
For
little bit more about that.
it's well, cannabis plants can typically, or some cannabis plants can flower in as little as 16 hours of light. Um, so I was doing an experiment on 1410. Unfortunately, I don't have the tint for it. I don't have the height. I would have went ahead and if these weren't the plants that they were, because the breeder told me that they stretch 4 times what they are.
Right.
So because of that, I had to go ahead and push them to flower, or else I would have went 1410 the entire time through stretch. And then once they got through with stretch, then I would have dropped it down to a 1212, or actually I usually run 1113
Right.
flower. But I generally walk my lights down. Does it do anything? I don't know. I just
Right.
have fun with it. You know,
I think
I
we all
like
have
to
little things like
experiment,
that.
you know.
I think we all
Yeah,
do things like that. We're like, we do it and we don't
Yeah.
necessarily know why we do it, but we
why
just
we do it?
do it and we've always done it, so we keep doing it, you know?
Yeah, it's just kind of an experiment. I was checking it out. I've ran 1311, I've ran 1212, I've ran 1113. By the time
Yep.
I get to my last week of flower, I'm always at 1014 through my last week of flower.
Okay.
So that's about
And
it.
do you notice a difference between that and a 12-12 cycle? Like, do you notice a difference in size of plants or bigger
To
flowers or anything
Growth.
like that?
to
Or
to be honest, you really would not be able to tell unless you have a clone of the same plant growing
right?
side by side and have a side by side comparison. Whenever you're
Gotcha.
growing
Yeah.
different phenos like this, there's no way to really tell because this plant may bigger and taller than that plant, and it might not necessarily be
Yeah.
because of the light. So you don't really know. You got to
Exactly.
have a base. and I didn't have a base, so I haven't really
Right.
seen it. I do plan to eventually do clones. I'm planning on taking a clone of all the females that are in here. So eventually I will rerun anything that looks good in here, that turns out good.
Yeah.
So I'll rerun it, and I may do that comparison if I had like another tent or something. I wish I
Yeah.
did, but I don't.
Yeah. Maybe
I've got
someday. You never know.
maybe someday, right?
Yeah.
But I would like to see that comparison.
Yeah, that'd be
Um,
cool. I think it'd be neat. It'd be cool to see. So you're talking to you 14 on, 10 off, correct?
correct, correct.
Okay.
If they were
So
asking about the 10-14 during the last week of flower, it's to push the flower to finish, basically. It's to help push it and help it ripen or mature. It's to help, your white hairs to start tucking in and
yeah,
everything to fill out and plump up, to actually get a ripened fruit per se out of the
right.
plant.
Now,
Um,
do you notice with that you start seeing your plants get droopier um sooner? Like when
I
it's
I
lights off time and your plants kind of start like get almost like they're getting ready for bed. They're starting to relax a
I-
little bit. Like, do you
right,
notice
right.
that
They've
they're
met
doing
their
that
DLI.
sooner? Yeah.
Yeah, they've
Do you
met their
know?
DLI for the day.
Yeah.
Yes, I do notice some differences with that. Absolutely. It depends on the light intensity you're running, of course, because it depends on the DLI they're getting throughout the day.
Yeah, so
So if
that
you
could probably
increase
allow
the
you
light,
to sorry, you go ahead. Yeah, I think
no,
you were
no,
literally about to say what I was about to say, so you keep going.
yeah, no problem. So whenever you increase the time they are in during light with lights on, it's you go ahead because that interrupt. I'm ADD like you, so I completely lost my train of thought.
Well, what I was gonna say, so if you run
So
it longer, that'll probably allow you to actually turn your light down a little bit to run the light at a little bit of a less intensity because you're running it
yeah,
longer. Where if you're
right,
running it
right,
12-12, you might actually want to turn it up just a little bit to give it a little bit
exactly,
more
exactly.
intensity.
Exactly, exactly. Because you want your plants when you're getting close to your hours, you don't want them to still be praying. You want them to be tired. You want their leaves to be
Exactly.
starting to go down and starting to go to sleep. Because if they're not, they haven't hit their DLI for the day. So you need to
Exactly. And
ramp up the intensity.
you don't necessarily want them doing that like 3 hours before lights turn off either.
No,
You
no,
want to try
maybe
to
an
get it
hour before.
as close to that
Yeah,
shut
maybe an
off time
hour
as
before.
possible.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep, yep.
No, that's
Um,
cool. I like hearing the different like light cycles and stuff like that. I love hearing everybody's
Mhm.
different versions of that and why they do it and because I've heard of a few different times that people do and I always like to hear people's reasoning behind it, you know. They always come up with reasons sometimes that I've never thought of or you know.
well,
So it's
for me, for me on this run, I started out with shorter plants. 7 days ago, they were behind, they were underneath that back flap. They were underneath the bottom edge of the back flap seven
right.
days ago. So for me, my thoughts were because I flipped so soon, because I'm trying to get a harvest in within the time frame that I can get my VPD where I want it or my
Yep.
environments, because I do go by VPD, but I don't. I let my temperatures settle and then I chase my RH to meet the
Right.
VPD that I'm looking for. So if I can only hit 76 degrees, well, then my humidity isn't going to be, 65. It's going to be more like 60. And I'm going to be within my 1 point or zero point 0.8 to 1.2 VPD, whatever my range is, depending on what stage I'm
Yeah.
in
Yeah.
veg or flower. Um,
Cool.
let's see.
Cool.
Shoot, ask
Roger, I
away.
think it was Roger Allen was asking how long you've been growing for.
3 years.
3 years? Cool.
I've been
Nice.
Fuck,
growing
man,
for
you're
three
doing real
years.
good. You're doing real
Appreciate you.
good.
I did
Yes.
grow
Really
with
good.
some old heads way back in my teenage years, but it was only for 2 years before I went in the military. And
Right.
Yeah, I came back out of the military and went back home to go grow with him again. But one of the dudes ended up becoming a snitch and snitched on the other two guys that we grew with, and they
Oh,
ended up in
Mm.
jail. So yeah, it didn't quite
so
pan out
needless
because I
to
had a
say, that
busted.
didn't work out. Yeah.
No, it
You know
didn't
Yeah.
what?
work out worth a
Honestly,
damn, and I was actually quite bummed, dude.
that's good that it happened when it happened before you got mixed up in that.
Involved. Yeah.
Yeah, this is true. This is true. I have been lucky, and I have dodged some bombs in my life. I definitely have for sure.
Yeah. Yeah. No, you're
Um,
doing real good, man. I wish I was growing like that after 3 years.
Hmm.
Took
appreciate
me a
you.
little bit to get to that point, for sure.
Don't get me wrong. It took me a while to get here too. Trust me, I've killed plenty of plants. That one
Yeah.
right there is a little bit of an experiment right now. I'm working with this nutrient line. I did a runoff on it, and it was hitting at 9.0 EC, 5,300 parts per million at 5.7,
Hmm.
5. Let me look. I've got write stuff down. Write what you do down. Everything that
Yeah.
you do to your plant each day, write that stuff down so you can go back in.
Yeah.
Um,
That's
but
another
it
great
was
way
sitting at
to
like
learn.
exactly
Write it
and
down.
learn
You
how
learn from your
everything does.
mistake. You make mistakes you don't even know you make until later on in another grow. You look back and you're like, fuck, I did that.
Yeah, I figured this one would have burned up by now, but it's chugging
You
along.
said
So I'm
5,300 ppm?
5,300 ppm was what
Holy
the runoff
Jesus,
was.
Murphy.
Yeah,
That's
ridiculous.
insane.
It's ridiculous, and I've got no purple stemming, so I'm really on that one. I'm testing the nutrient line to see how much I can
You're
build
not
up that
only
EC
testing the
and build up
nutrient
that
line on there,
ppm.
you're testing those
Plant
genetics
too,
right now. You
yeah.
are pushing
This is
those.
true. This is true.
Yeah, you are
But
pushing that one. Holy.
I run small pots. I only run 1.5 gallon pots. Uh, and yeah, that's my
That's
garden for
great.
now.
I
Looks
love
really
that
Hope
good.
that shade of green is
appreciate
just
you.
popping in there.
Thank you. Thank you. Hopefully in a couple of weeks when I come back on, I've got a little bit more to show you. Maybe I'll come back
Oh
on
yeah.
next week and I'll show you I like to
The update
just
for
share,
sure.
man. I mean, yeah,
Yeah,
just
man.
share. It's fun.
Yes.
Definitely love getting the updates. Definitely love it.
Yep.
But yeah, man,
Um,
you're definitely welcome back anytime. And yeah, feel free to jump on any Friday night.
Yeah, we appreciate you coming on.
I appreciate you having me. It's been fun. I appreciate it very much. So
Nice. It's good to meet you finally, because I've seen you around. I've seen you plenty of
you
times in the
too.
chat, and so
Yes.
it's cool to
You and
finally
C Bunny.
get to shoot the shit for a few minutes, you know?
Yes,
Yeah.
absolutely. I don't get to talk to many people about plants. My wife don't give a shit. She don't
Right.
care. Every time I open my bag inside to get to fill my jar up, she's like, "Oh my God, that stinks! Get that the hell out of here!"
And then you just go, thank you. You know, that's a
Yeah,
huge
exactly. You're
compliment.
like,
Thank you.
That's
and
what I'm
then I just
working
start,
at.
I just start smiling real big, and I'm like, "Yes, it does."
Yeah. Hell yeah. Nice, nice. Yeah, man. That's why
But
we're all
Awesome.
here, because everybody in our normal everyday lives, they don't care. They don't care about the journey it
no,
takes to get to that joint. They just say, roll it up and let me fucking smoke it. I don't care how you got it. Let me smoke
she
it
don't
now,
Yeah.
even
you know?
smoke it. It's just this is all me to the head. Like,
I'm like, man, if
I
you
get
want to smoke this, you're gonna listen. God damn it. You're
Yeah.
gonna hear what I gotta say.
right.
That's the
But
cost.
I appreciate y'all having me. Looks like do
Yeah,
you have
man.
some more people that you need to bring up?
Most definitely.
I'll
We
Yeah, we
got some
do
more
have
in the
them
yeah,
here.
background.
I'll let you get to it then.
All right, sounds good, man. We appreciate you coming on, and definitely
Yes.
pop back
Thank you so much.
whenever you're hanging out in the chat. Feel free.
Yep.
10-4. Thank you very much. Y'all have a good night.
All right, later,
Have a
dude.
great night.
All right. Bye bye.
Cool, cool.
Awesome. It's always nice to meet new people. It's nice to have the old people on too. Not old, but you guys know what I mean.
Well, it's nice seeing new people because that means that the community is growing.
Yes,
which is
very much so.
nice, you know, and that's how we're all going to continue to learn. If the community keeps on growing, we're going to keep bringing in like-minded people like ourselves, and we're going to have more people to have these conversations with. And I don't know, man, I love it. I seriously, I don't know what I would do on Friday nights. I don't go to the bar, I don't go out partying, I don't do any of that stuff. So I mean, I don't know what I would do on Friday nights if I wasn't here doing this. I really honestly don't. Like, I get a little weird on Friday nights when we gotta like not do the show. I get all fucked up. I'm like, oh man, like what am I supposed to do with my time now? I'm supposed to be over here hanging
Yeah.
out with the bromies, and we're not.
Yes. So I do have some autos. One of them, out of all of them, only one didn't make it. So that's really good. I started feeding them much earlier than I normally would. So we'll see how they handle it. I did feed them today, so give it a
Yeah.
couple days and see how they look. They only
Take
have
some
like the first set of leaves right now. The seconds are slowly starting.
you
So they're still babies.
taking the advice from Miss Cece.
CC, I am.
She
Yes.
was saying basically feed them like the second you see plant coming out of the ground. Like, let them
Yeah.
get a little bit, and then they start feeding them full strength. They said so. I was like, okay. And Twisted got me all twisted when he said he was growing that one plant with 5,300 ppm. That's insane. I don't even know if my ppm meter reads 5,300. That's crazy.
That is.
I need to see. I need to see the guts.
But his plants are loving it.
Yeah, this one only goes up to if I'm looking at the TDS ppm side, it goes up to 3,000. If I'm looking at the EC ppm side, it goes up to 4,200. So like mine doesn't even read that high. That's crazy. That's a that's a hell of an experiment. The
Yes.
breeder of
We
of
do.
that plant should be all over your Instagram page. Watching
Yes.
that grow,
So we
because I would want, if I was a breeder, I'd want to know all about that.
so we do have one more garden, and I'm excited for this garden, as I always am. But I'm excited for my next run because I will have some of his genetics in the tent. This run, I did a auto run because I needed a quick harvest since my other plants turned out to herm on me. So
Yeah,
that wasn't fun.
yeah. It's oh, the Big H talking about this one. This is the Blue Lab
Who would
Crunch.
say error?
Yeah, I don't even know. I think it would probably just tell me that it's at its max. Probably just blink on that one. That's cool. I like that. But yeah, we got one more garden kicking in the back. So if he is ready, we are ready. Yep, he looks like he's getting ready.
Ready to party.
Oh, the money shot. Here we go.
Here we go.
What up?
What up?
What up?
What up?
Happy
What up?
Friday.
Happy Friday. Happy Friday. Let me flip this. How's everybody going?
Doing good, man. How you
Doing
doing?
good, man. How you doing? You doing good?
Oh, you got an
You
echo,
got an
sir.
echo.
Let me change. No, let me change something.
Lowe's is
I love
Lowe's
seeing
is Lowe's
you.
is accustomed to my bullshit. I'm like, take your mic.
What we got now?
I don't think so.
I don't think so.
Yeah, I don't hear myself.
Testing 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, I don't hear
You
myself.
sounded good
Very,
before.
very low.
You sounded
It
good.
was us that
very
was
low.
Oh,
echoing.
no.
It was us that was echoing.
No.
Still hear it?
Didn't fix it.
Still hear it?
I hear it. It's still it's faint in the background, but it's there
faint in the
still.
background, but it's there.
Yeah, J-Rat says echo still.
Testing 1, 2, 3.
What's that?
Testing.
Oh, I think you got it fixed.
All right.
Testing,
We good now?
testing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
sounds good.
Okay. Wow, I just had to switch earpieces from left to right. This every time I get on here, it's always something. Either changing the settings or something.
Yeah, it's always different. It's never. It's always. It might be the same thing going on, but it's always a different fix.
Yeah.
All right.
Look at those. I haven't
So if
seen
you
the
ever have,
garden in a while.
I've been a little MIA.
I think. I'm pretty sure that night that you went to that paranormal thing, Bunny. I think Lowe's
Yeah,
came on that night. With
I
Dr.
missed it.
Danknotes dressed up like Bunny. So what do we
Just
got going on
a-
in here?
We got a mix room. We got some Roman testers, some of my stuff, and some auto flowers. Some
Nice.
autos in the center.
Hell yeah. Look how healthy they look.
Beautiful.
Little autos.
Such a like perfect structure on that. Like the node spacing and everything is just like they look good.
Yeah, I'm ready for them to hurry up. I'm ready to get back to my photos. I have other stuff that needs to be in here, but I had to get these done by December, so
Oh yeah.
go ahead and throw them in there. Yeah, it's one of them
Get them in and
diaries things.
get them in and get them out, eh?
Yeah, I had them. I put in for it, and I thought they were doing photos, and then as it turned out they was only doing autos, and I was like, oh, well, y'all don't get them, send them over, so I guess I'm gonna run them.
But that shows what kind of person you are. You committed to it thinking it was something else, and it turned out to be something else, and you're doing it anyways. You didn't go back on
Yeah,
your word. You're still doing it.
they had a contest last year. They did autos and photos, but this year they're doing only autos. So I was like, oh.
Gotcha.
There's like, you want to do the same thing you did last year in the contest? I was like, sure. And then they sent them to me, and I was like, only autos. They're like, yeah, we're only doing autos this year. I was like, oh. All right.
That's I'm sure you'll do just fine though. I mean, your plants always look amazing, so I mean,
Yes.
They'll be in here crammed, so they're already starting to get buried. So we'll see how they go.
yeah.
But all these are about to get loose their top though. Everybody's getting cloned up. These are just waiting their spot to go in.
Nice.
And down here, everything's about to lose the top.
Now, when you top, do you like will you cut those taller ones down to match like your lowest one?
If I can, yeah. If it's not going to be too damaging on the plant. Let's see,
Yeah.
like, say for instance, let's just go over here. This Kim, she's going down. Oh no, she might go to here. Actually, I'll probably go down to here with her. Just leave just 2 notes, then come back up.
Yeah.
Take that nice little top. But I'll bring her down to about the height of these other ones. And so we can start working with them. It just depends on that.
That's what I normally do too. Like I don't like I'll do a little bit of everything in my tent, but I do everything I do to try to even out my canopy. Like some might get topped, some might get bent, some might get snapped right over completely. It just depends on the plant and the tent that I'm trying to. Depends on what I'm trying to do in that tent that run.
Right. Well, I like running them natural on the first run. I don't like topping, but the best clones is from the top. So I'll wait
Yeah.
and see what it looks like, make a mental note or write it down. Put like, as for this one, stretchy oven structure, put a note on that one, and then strip it down. And as for like these right here, some of my stuff, we'll just be taking a smaller top instead of very top and let the cut rest of it bush out. It
Yeah,
varies. Plant
when you
varies.
snip that one out, that one's just gonna bush right up. You can already tell that one's just gonna be a bush.
Yeah, these right here. Both of
Yeah,
these right here.
like that one too.
This one's my peanut butter fuel, peanut butter breath, the fuel OG.
Nice.
Nice.
Oh yeah.
And we got a tropical strawberry doing the same thing.
Nice. Yeah, they look really good. They
They
look
do.
really good. Look at the spacing in there. Like
Thank you, so.
that's nice.
Let's see here.
Oh yeah.
Which one is this?
Beauty. And that one there, I would snip it right
Yes,
down to, I think it was like 2 nodes or something. I would snip it to the top of your next ones right there. Maybe just a little bit lower. And just let that one
yeah, this
completely
one
just
probably.
push right out.
Yeah, this one probably got about right here, and this one give me a nice big cut. Probably go
See,
straight in the clone.
that's lower than I would go, but again, um, unless it was in my tent beside my plants, I wouldn't know exactly where I'm cutting it until it's.
Yeah, see if I'm trying to go from that one, because I'm gonna take cuts on that one too. It definitely, I would like to. Yeah, probably about right there would be a really good one if you wasn't trying to match the room way up here, but match the
Yeah, that's
room. I'm probably
exactly
going
where I
right
was
here.
saying. I would, for me, I would probably snip it where you just showed. But again, you're doing it for different reasons. You're doing it because you want cuts, as well
Yep.
Yeah.
as shorten them down to meet the other plants as well. So
Matching down, take the top cuts, and then if you're closer to flower, I'm taking the lowers. Or if I start to flip, hit the lower, take the.
yeah,
I leave the lowers. Most people strip the lowers early. I'll leave them until I flip them so I can get me some extra cuts, just in case.
yeah,
It's like these little small ones down here. They'll stay until white flower.
good. They look real good.
They
And
do.
these, we got some Skittles over here ready to go. They've been cut on I don't know how many times. So you've seen those Skittles.
Yeah, there's some bushy ones for sure.
They're ready to go. Just ain't had no room. They just bed so slow. It's only downfall of Skittles. Then we got let's see. I wrote it down before we got on here. Day 15. Them autoflowers are day 15 also.
Nice.
Then day 15 of flower in here.
Oh, they look good.
They do.
She's a
Really
full
good.
10. She is
Mm-hmm.
crazy.
Yes. That do for a depot. This weekend's I'm gonna start checking for spots and taking some lowers off. I got some spots over here in the corner that needs to be took off. Decent last ditch cut right here in the corner. Ain't doing nothing but sitting there getting framed up.
Yeah, they look good. Beauty.
Minus these. These are I think 2 weeks, 2.5 weeks ahead of the rest of the room. This is the Z candy.
Frosty. Damn. 2.5 weeks and
Beautiful.
they're already that frosty. See, that strain doesn't sound as cool when I say it.
Trying to get it up
Canada, it'd be Zed candy. Doesn't sound as cool as Z
Z
candy.
candy. It don't sound like it'd be really good either though, because it just sounds like it'd be all fruit. Skittles with candy, but it's Skittles with that ghost candy, so you want to get that OG in it.
Oh, I think it'd be great.
So I don't know.
I think I have some of the
That's
Z candy.
you do actually. You do. Those two fingers of those right there. And we got a bunch of other stuff. This one's over here starting to get a little bit of purple. Some purple hairs. I don't think it's gonna pick it, show it or not.
Nice. Looking good.
Purple tips. We might be able to get it on this one maybe.
It looks really good.
That's one thing I don't think I've ever had is like the pinky purple hairs.
I've had
really?
purple, but
Weird.
not pink.
Like
Those are
Dr. Danknugs, when he was on earlier, we showed that video of the one that just had bright pink hairs. Like, that's crazy.
Oh, that was my tropical jealousy right there. I had to go back there and look. I got time to clean up. Clean up in here. It's getting a little messy.
For the
It
legs,
happens
eh?
though, man. It happens, and when you got as much to take care of as you do, I mean, I can only imagine what that would be like trying to get in there and do all of those plants.
It's not
That's
too
still a
bad.
forest I would get lost in.
Yeah, I mean, that's not a bad place to get lost in. I mean, I wouldn't mind being lost in
Mm-mm.
Lowe's garden.
It's not too bad. Just pull them out, pull them in, pull them out. Some of them I got to get photos of anyway, so I got to like make a little photo run
Holy,
for everything. Pull something up out to get to the corners over here. And
Holy Toledo wants to know
so
what
what?
temps you run at.
My room 65. My long room is like 65, 68 usually, give or take. I might go down like 62ish. But my actual temps on my controller are 77 high, 52% humidity on my high. So after that, it's just up to the computer. But I try not to run past 79, 80 degrees, and it's usually around in the 60s, mid 60s on my lights off.
Yeah, nice. Yeah, I hit into the 80s this year in my grow tent before I set up all the air conditioners in this place. I hit into my temperatures were in the 80s and my humidity was in the 80s as well. Crazy.
Oh, really? Oh, wow.
hmm
Well, I keep
It was
fans rolling in here.
84% in my tent, and I was in flower, and I was like, oh my God. That's when I set up
Oh,
all the
wow.
dehumidifiers and air conditioners and all this and that, and I got it back down, but it's my first summer in this place, so I didn't know how humid and hot or cold or dry,
Yeah.
or I didn't know what it was going to be like in here. So as soon as it hit, I was like, holy fuck, we need to get going on this, figure this out.
Yep.
Yeah, oh yeah, for sure. I keep my lunch room cold, so it helps out in the room, so I don't have to work it. Everything don't have to work hard.
Yeah, that's exactly what I did. I just
Like
kept the
this
lunch
room,
room nice and
75,
cool.
47.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got my. Oh, that's off. I got my humidifier right there, but it's off. My dehu's over here in the corner. But I got my AC plus a fan running in front of that, and I keep fans rolling around the room like it's pretty much like a grow tent. I keep it like the room, like it's supposed to be inside, outside. I usually have fans when it's really hot. I keep fans. I think I got them out. Fans behind the room blowing air back around all my rooms as well. So I try to keep everything circulated. Like this one. I got one over here though for this room, for my little side corner.
Yeah,
I love that you got the secret passageways in behind the tents. I love that
I
you can just
know.
like literally walk around the whole thing if you need to. That's so
Oh yeah, I'll get back
I
here.
would
Get back here
I wish we
for
could all do that.
Mm-hmm.
I wish I could do that on mine sometimes, but
Yeah, I made
mine's
sure I was
not
gonna
right.
put it against the wall. Go ahead.
Yeah, mine's about 4 or 5 inches off the wall. Obviously I can't walk back there, but it's not touching the wall.
Yeah, at first I had them against the wall, and I was like, you know what, I'm not gonna be able to pull them out, and I'll be able to get there and clean the rooms better. Get back there, clean the vents and all that good stuff.
Yeah.
Anything I need
I
taken
got
care of.
my plugs are in behind my tent, so it's like it'd be
Same, but I
pushing
got
on the
mine
tent, you know
suspended.
what I mean? I just yeah, exactly.
I got mine. I got mine suspended. All my stuff's on heavy duty, heavy duty plug timers or surge protectors.
And that's a
Every,
good tip too, actually, like suspending your extension cords and stuff like that. So if you ever have like a
yeah,
flood or something like that, you know what I mean? Like we're
They're
all
off the
growing, we're all
ground.
dealing with water, we're all,
Yeah.
shit happens, mistakes happen. So you ever end up flooding your grow room or something like that, keep your electricity up off the ground. It's not a bad way to do it.
yep. And I actually do have when my gutters clog. I do have leaks down here, so that's why I make sure everything's off the floor. Especially even my room, they can roll water can roll through underneath the
Yeah.
rooms if they need to. But I got a leak. You can see the rag back there. But when it rains real hard, and I got my gutters are clogged. I got a leak back there, so everything is off the
Yeah.
floor. Every room's got their own uh, surge protector. Everything's off the ground.
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
smart. Definitely smart. I think it's weird. My plug on the wall is actually like way up here on mine. So mine is actually, they all come out the top of the tent and then they all plug in, and like my power bars are sitting on top of the tent and everything like that. So mine are actually off the ground as well, but it wasn't planned out to be that way. It's just kind of how it worked out.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, that's best. I found it best too. Plus, you don't trip over stuff, especially like me. I'm going behind back there, so I'll be tripping over wires, pulling something out. I'm putting a hole in something.
Right. Yeah. No, it looks good, man. Looks real good.
It
I
does.
appreciate it. Then we
So
got
when
this
does it
room
ever
that
not look good?
I know. That's
I
that's
try
true.
not to. I try not to have it look too rough. My OCD kick in, and I gotta do something about it.
It's a lot
It
it's a
looks
lot
really
to
good.
handle, man. But you make it happen. You do it.
Thank you, man. I try.
I am so excited to grow some of your stuff because I've seen what you've put them through, and I see what you do and how much effort and all of it you put into it. So I'm excited.
I appreciate that, man. I appreciate it. You should enjoy them. And you get some of the new gear, all that. I think all the stuff that you got from
A
2020,
while ago. Yeah,
a
it's been
long time
around.
ago.
Yeah,
Yeah,
But you
I
know
don't
what?
even
that's it.
remember what I got.
You know what though? Like even with those seeds being that age, like I've had them for what 3 years.
I think
So
so.
even
2022, 21, 22.
it's been probably like 3 4 years that I've had them. So I mean, like about 3 years, I think, because I had already moved when you sent them to me, so it's been about 3 years. But um, they still popped, no problem. They
Yeah,
still
they.
germinated with no issues. So I mean,
You shouldn't
and
have any issues.
I put them up against
Go
Oh,
seeds
I
ahead.
that
don't think
were
I'll have issues.
fresh, and I had a better success popping seeds out of yours than I did the other ones that were fresh. So
Awesome, awesome. That's good to hear. Yeah, they stayed
Yeah.
fridge kept. They stay fridge stored on my end.
Yeah, definitely not on my end. They didn't stay fridge stored, but they obviously the temperature, like they've always been in you know heat like regulated temperatures. Like they've always been in a house with air conditioning and with furnace in the winter time and stuff like that. So it's never
Yeah.
been like too hot or too cold, really. It's just always been kind of normal room temperature. But
So do you recommend putting your seeds, or not your seeds, but like any seeds in a fridge for storage to last longer?
If you want them last
Or for
longer,
yourself?
yes. From yes, I would if you like want them to last longer. But if you got them in a little airtight storage and you're not trying to keep them for years, then it's fine. You know, just in their original packaging and like in a drawer. But
Yeah.
if you want them for a good minute and stay good, say like you got them, I'd put them in the fridge. I got mine in a little airtight storage containers, sort of like them little small ones you would use for your cereal, but it's no mini ones, but they got the airtight seal on them.
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
I got that got them sitting in there in my fridge, but I got two mini fridges for that just for those, and they all got
too many fridges just for
stacked on
seeds.
them in the airtight storage.
Well,
And then
it's just to be safe because I do
the main
have,
refrigerator.
yeah, I do have half of a spare fridge in the basement that I could put seeds in. That's why I was wondering. I never really
Yeah,
thought of putting them in the freezer, in the fridge, I mean.
Yeah, don't put them in the freezer.
yeah, I throw all mine for if I all like inexpensive gear. Yeah, don't do the freezer. I wouldn't do the freezer. But as for the fridge, like do your crisper drawer in airtight storage, you're good for a while.
Good to know.
But
Cool.
yeah, just make sure you keep the storage out. The water out. Don't like if you're gonna grab something out of 'em pretty quick. Don't keep if you're gonna put them in the fridge. Don't keep taking them in and out, opening the container, like getting them in, put them
Right.
in there for a day, and you're like, oh well, I'm gonna go through them and look at them
Yeah.
tomorrow, and then start pulling them out tomorrow, and then put them back in there next week. You're going through them again just to go through them and look at them again. That's gonna ruin them. You'd be better off just leaving them out.
Yeah, because every
But
time
if
you
you're
open
gonna,
it, you're getting moisture, right? With the
yeah,
cold
Yeah.
and the cold coming out of the fridge, and then like the room temperature, you'll build up that like condensation almost inside.
yeah, you can ruin them that way. So if you're gonna leave them and not use them for a while, yeah, I've got all my old stuff put in, all that stuff from the 2020s. They're all in the refrigerator.
Yeah, nice.
But I've got some of my newer stuff like fresher gear. I'm letting that dry. I got all kinds of stuff just laid out with the fresher stuff. I've got a whole storage thing right here for that's sitting there some fresh
Yeah.
stuff.
Crazy.
Yeah. Minus that, I'm over here before we was on the live. I was sorting something right now.
He's always doing
But
something. He's always doing something.
I've got to go through them. I've got a few sitting there. I've got over a dozen sitting out there needing to be sorted that I hadn't even done anything with yet. They just need to be sorted through. And then I got
That'll work.
few coming out, few more coming out.
Well, Canadian
Do what?
Outdoor Strain says I always freeze my seeds for a month or so after I harvest.
Yeah, pretty much like nature does anyway. Nature freezes them ready for if once they drop outdoors, they're gonna get frozen and then start back up when it gets warm.
It's true.
You
Well,
can do that also.
they just go dormant, right? I've heard of seeds
Yeah,
for other things, for other types of plants, where you actually have to put them in the fridge or the freezer for a certain amount of time before they'll even germinate.
Yeah.
mhm,
So you got to
mhm.
put them through that dormant phase before they actually will even germinate. So
That works for stubborn old seeds too. If you got some old stuff that won't pop, throw them in the freezer and then pull them back out.
Interesting. I've never done it before.
It works pretty good. I've done that with some of them old stuff. Remember that big bag I showed you I had for years and years before I even started? I do that with those. I throw them in the freezer before I even try to attempt to pop them.
Hmm. And you do it for a month or
No,
no?
I just leave them in there. Yeah, you could do that. 24 hours, leave them in the freezer and throw them out and start to pop them. You don't really have to. Like my old ones, I've got some old ones that's been in the refrigerator, but I've got some old ones that I just don't even know what they are, so they're just laying around. But if I try to attempt to pop those, I'll put them in the freezer first and then try to pop them.
Hmm. Interesting. I got some older seeds
But
too. I
most of
mean,
the stuff,
I've tried popping some of them and they didn't work. So I'm wondering if maybe I can get some of the older stuff to grow by doing that. I'm gonna have to give that a try one time.
Yeah.
throw them in the freezer, try them out, get them. It's like so like nature, getting them ready, getting ready to go.
I mean, it
They
makes
froze
perfect
them. They
sense
froze.
when you think about nature and how nature does things, right? It makes perfect
Yep.
sense,
Mm-hmm. Not
especially in
work for
places
all,
like
but
where we live. You know, where Bunny and I live, because I mean, we have all four seasons. We have that. So
Yep.
mm-hmm. Try them out if you got some stubborn ones.
yeah, I think I'm gonna have to. Oh, you see that pop
That
was
or
10 years old. Oh yeah.
that or the peroxide soap. Either one.
Shit, I'm getting to the point where I have seeds that I've almost had for 10 years now. So
Hey,
I'm getting to that point now.
accumulation gets real after a while.
It does, man. And like honestly, like that's why I think I want to try going back through some of the old ones again, and I'll try that freezer method because if I can't get them to pop that way, I'm probably not going to get them to go any other way. So I need to start going through my box of seeds and maybe weaning some of those ones out that aren't going to pop.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Or throw them in some peroxide and soak them in some water. I've got some actually. I did that earlier today. Actually, threw
Yeah.
some peroxide
And
in some.
that
I
basically
got
just
'em.
helps soften the husks on them, right? To give that root a better chance to break out of there.
Yeah, you got to watch them though, because you don't want to leave them like you normally would leave them, because they'll pop all the way straight clean uh,
Right out the
out the
shell.
seed. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I've got a few of them going. I have some old ones right here. I threw in some peroxide.
That's all I do anymore. All I do is soak. I don't even do the let it sit on the paper towel or the cotton or anything like that. I do is soak. They pop. I plant them. I go. I grow.
That's it. They'll pop if they
And I
got if
kind of
they got.
started doing that after seeing the way that you pop seeds. I use the can, and I keep telling them, I'm like, man, I don't even drain the water out of that thing to the point, where it's just sitting on the mat or like the white
Mhm.
filter piece. I don't even drain the water out. I just let them float.
I
I
just
don't
let.
knock them
Yep.
down like I used to. I used to knock them down and let them just be in the bottom. I literally just put them in water on a heat pad and let them float and they pop and then I plant them.
That's it. You know if they're good or not.
Exactly. And it
They'll
works
pop. Do
for
it.
me. It works so good.
Yeah. Same
That's all
here.
I use. Shot glass and some water, some peroxide if necessary. I don't use the peroxide in
Yep.
everything because you got them fresh seeds. They'll pop really quick and come
I usually put a little bit of
straight out the
peroxide
hole.
in there. And I usually
I
only do that
use.
because like I touch them and stuff like that. So I mean like
Yeah.
it helps get any of the
I
bacteria
just
and
use
all that
straight
good
tap water.
shit.
And I haven't had a problem.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Straight tap
I mean, you
works.
think about it too. I mean, like in straight tap water, there's chlorine in there, so I mean that's also going to help kill anything as well.
That is 100% true.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, man, looking good. We appreciate you coming on. We got one more garden hanging out in the back.
Appreciate you having me on.
Always, man.
Yeah, just got
Oh,
a few little
Bingus
things
wants to
going.
know if you got the platinum asset to grow.
Oh yeah. See here. He goes right. There's one.
Nice.
Nice.
It's looking
Hell
good.
yeah.
Looking good.
Yeah, it looks really good.
I gotta take the top. I got the top sitting over here in the cup.
Oh
Top's
yeah.
already been took off. So it's just sitting there. There's another one on the rack over here somewhere too. The other one unfortunately didn't make the cut, but there's another one on the rack over here. Let me see if I can
Somewhere.
find it.
Eeny, meeny, miny, mo.
Yeah, she's over here somewhere. Ah, where'd she go? No, no, no.
It's like, where's Waldo?
Yeah,
Yeah.
basically.
Can you
She
spot
might be
the
on the.
platinum asset?
Yeah, can y'all spot it? There's Groovy Smoothie. She's down here somewhere. I'm thinking I'm overlooking her. There's another one on
Oh, yeah,
here.
right there.
Uh, Jeez. I didn't know I had that many Mandarin cookie calls. Jesus. I can't find her. She looks about the same. She's up here somewhere. Which one is she?
This is gonna drive him nuts now.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to find her. I'll send you a picture.
Playing hide and seek.
Yeah, she's playing hide and seek. There's that one. And I found the other one.
Nice.
She's gonna go in. If that wasn't for the auto, she was the one that was gonna go in, but we'll see. I've already got this one's done been discarded from the tester group, so I might end up putting her with this one. Got yanked off the testers, didn't make the cut. She's got issues. Run at your own risk is what I got. So I was like, I'm gonna run her, but she might get replaced with a platinum mindset. That'd be the first thing to get replaced with.
Yeah.
We'll see. But we might have issues with that one. But we got two I'm going, Venus, and I got some other ones that's going. I don't know if I already planted them yet or if I just showed you in the cup. They're up here on the rest of the pack. I thought the rest of the pack. I'm not even gonna get up on the rack. They're up here. You see it, you see it.
Yep. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. But just pick one.
Just pick one. It might be up
Just
there.
one of them.
There's one of them.
If you see it, you see it.
Yeah.
You see it. Yeah. And the cut's over here, one of these cups somewhere. If I look for a red tag, it's that one. But yeah, she's over here. Nope, is that it? Nope, it's tagging off. But yeah.
Looks good. Looks good as always, sir.
Yes.
Appreciate it. This room is day 43. Yeah, I'm looking like these things are gonna be under 60 days, maybe about 55 days. These are gonna be a little 60 something. These are the tropical pomegranates in the back. Day 43 today, and they're already.
Nice.
Nice
And that's one that you crossed, right?
Yeah, that's my tropical, which is
Your tropical
my
one.
some pomegranate, which is tropical is the red hot cookies. It's my R3 version of it, so I took it down 3 generations. I just call it tropical right now. It's pretty much tropical on the cookies to tangy, but it's took down to the straight tropical. There's no tangy in it.
Nice. Beauty.
But that's crossed with the pomegranate from Jake, which is all 3 of these. But these are got the tropical structure on the flower, and the other one's got the pomegranate structure, which I'm sort of liking better.
Nice. Oh yeah.
But it's still stacking up on the tropical side. But
Oh, they're
it's more like
gorgeous.
a football
Mm-hmm.
style. These are gonna be more like golf ball nuggets.
I like that structure. I like those types of nugs though.
But this one's got the the least desired structure growth because it's got the legs. These two got nice structured plants down here, but these got the pomegranate legs, which is all legs, and then nice tops. So it's a we might have to
Flowers
do
look
some more
nice.
looking through. But I don't want to hold y'all up.
Well,
Thank you,
cool,
thank you.
man. No, we always appreciate you
Some
coming on.
No, for sure.
And you
this
have
one a
yourself
tropical. There's another one with a tropical style
hell yeah. That looks good, man.
with the all gas. Well, I appreciate it. Y'all have a great one. Y'all have a great
All
weekend.
gas, no breaks.
You
Yeah,
as
you have a good
well.
weekend too, man. And we will talk very soon.
Yes.
All right. Y'all have a great one.
All right, you
Have
too,
a
man.
great night.
Peace.
Peace.
Hell
Lowe's
yeah.
always
Yeah,
has a great
Lowe's
garden.
is awesome.
Yes. All right, we have one more garden before the night ends. Are you ready for it?
Oh, I'm ready. I am ready. I do believe this might be his first time coming on our show. I've seen him on plenty of other shows. He's somebody that I have seen for a very long time. Are y'all ready? Is he
Let's do
ready?
it.
But Mr.
Good
Dr.
Happy
Leave Me
evening.
Friday.
Alone, how are you doing, sir?
Pretty good.
That's good.
Good evening, Garden Cultivation Network. And everything seems to be good. I'm almost ready to harvest the CBD that's outside. I don't know if I could
Nice.
show
Yeah,
you
your outdoor garden is
that. Yeah,
looking beautiful, man.
I got,
I've been watching
yeah,
Yeah.
you
I got all
on
the leaves.
Dr. Danknug's show, and I've been
Yeah,
watching your garden over there, and
yeah,
man,
it gets dark quick now. But let me see if
especially
I can.
when you're out there too, because it's at nighttime, right? So
It
you're out
starts
there and
to
you got the
dark,
sun
but
setting and the mountains in the background. It looks like such a postcard
I
picture.
got
It's
it
so
all.
nice.
Nice.
I got them all trimmed up with no leaves, just a little bit on top for cover. But if you see in the daytime, they're all trimmed up. All the big leaves
Yep.
are off them. They're ready to go. I left some on yet, but most of them are gone. That one
Yep.
I didn't do. This one I didn't do yet. You see, there's a lot of leaves on it yet.
Oh,
I didn't
yeah.
do that one. I left that one just to see. I'm trying different ways of doing
Yeah.
stuff.
Yep.
How
Important.
we react. And in here is
Where do you see that?
the seed project that I'm doing. Okay, I got. Well, first of all, I want to shout out to Derek with Lost Coast. They're plant therapy. I'm wasted now. I just smoked this joint. They didn't come on for like a half hour. I'm like putting the joint and getting stoned out. So yeah,
Hell
so
yeah.
these guys are cool, Derek. I won these. I won this bottle a long time ago. It's almost empty, and on Let's Be Buzzed. And this one I won on Let's Be Buzzed. So
Nice.
I made up a sign because I go to conventions, and sometimes they give me a table or something. So I go put that on the table. I got a couple other things, because I don't have
Yep.
too much. So at least I do that. And they gave me the really cool. Okay, let me show you what I'm wearing, man. They gave me, get up here. They gave me this sweatshirt.
Nice.
Nice,
Nice.
nice
Hell yeah.
sweatshirt and everything. I got Skunk Ape's t-shirt under here.
Yes,
Okay, I got
sir.
Nice.
that.
Okay. Hell yeah.
I got the hat from Lost
Lost
Coast,
Lost
Coast.
Coast.
and I got the
Nice.
jacket because I won twice. So I got the t-shirt, I got the regular sports hat, okay, and I got this. I got this and this on the last one, and I have
Decked out.
the lightweight liner jacket, and I was wearing that liner jacket. I went to the Indian reservation out west, western New York. I went to Allegheny, and I met I think it was Copycat Seeds. Forget the guy. I met him at McDonald's. He goes, "Hey, I like that jacket." And I was like, "Oh, cool." When we were talking, and he knew a few people that I knew. He knew Hillbilly. He dealt with. So yeah. So
Yep.
I gave him my
Hillbilly
card.
Herb.
And, what's that?
Hillbilly Herb.
Yeah. Yeah, I got a couple of his plants here. His name came up because I was showing him my Instagram, and he seen that Hillbilly was there. He's like, "Oh, I know Hillbilly." Yeah. So okay, let me show you what I'm doing. This is okay. These plants here. This plant here is
Yeah,
one of
Skunk Ape says you're the best dressed man on the internet.
right. They're giving me free clothes, man. I love it because I don't. What the hell? I don't go. What if I get clothes? I go to a thrift shop and get them.
Right.
Cheap.
Yeah.
I don't go buy clothes at like anywhere else except socks and underwear. But
Right.
so here we got. This is one of Hillbilly's plants here. One of his Dream Lotus. And then we got another one there. And this one here, this one got big. That's one of his. And this double one here is one of Hillbilly's Dream Lotus. So then I got these Northern Lights here that I had from a couple of years ago. I got the Indian reservation out west. That's where I'm getting my genetics lately. I'm getting clones from them over there. And this one is the Purple Haze down there that I got from them. That's just a clone that I got. I cut off the plant and brought it in. And these were clones off of the plants from last year. And I've been spraying them with the toad venom. So now I'm getting male. I'm getting male sacks on them. There's one right there. There's one's coming out there. There's some coming out here. And I did the same with this one. We got sacks coming in there. So I'm going to pollinate all these plants. So this one here this is the melon cake I got from the Farmers Alliance. I'm a farmer. And
Yeah.
I'm in 2 states. So I'm in New York and Vermont. So I get invited to these conventions and stuff to like the Farmers Alliance and
Yep.
stuff. So I went there. I got
That's cool.
T-shirt and hat, and there was a guy there, Exotic Genetics, and he had these plants there, a bunch of plants. I'm like, "What are you doing?" He's like, "Oh, we're gonna do a giveaway or an auction or something." I was like, "Oh, cool," and he never did one. I said, "Hey, what's going on?" He's like, "Oh," he goes, "You want one? Which one do you want?" So
Nice.
I picked the what do you call it? The one is it? That's the AK I cut, and I picked it. Oh, this one. It has to be this one. Yeah, the Mandarin Sunset that he had, and he
Nice. That
goes,
sounds
why'd you pick that one?" That's just a clone. The mother's outside, so I got a bunch of clones off of them. So
good.
and all of these are all clones that I cut off. So except these here are the Thai weed that I grew this year. It's Thai weed cross. I mean, freak show cross. 1, 2, 3. The freak show cross, and there's one here. This is a freak
Right.
show cross. There's a bunch of different ones. So I
Holy
brought some of
Toledo is
those
asking
in.
if are you going to the Freedom Rally in Boston?
Yeah. When is it? Next weekend?
I'm not sure. Maybe you can
I
put it
know,
in the
I know
chat.
it's coming up soon. I don't think
Yeah, September 19th and 20th.
so. That's next weekend, right?
I
Or
think that's next weekend, yeah. Or
yeah.
yeah,
So
yeah, that'd be next
gotta find
weekend.
out which day though. I don't know what is it only a 1 day thing now? I think it is. It
It
used to
says the
be.
19th and 20th, so 2 day.
Okay. I'm not sure which day I'm gonna go yet because it's like 3 hours away. So I don't
Right.
mind it. That's not too bad, but round trip we're talking 6 hours there.
Right.
And
Yeah.
I go though. I go to the Harvest Cup over there and everything. It's cool. I met a few people there from these channels and stuff. And yeah, so I got yeah, I'll be there. I'm probably gonna. Hopefully, I'll get in VIP because I'm with the press with US Weed Channel. Um, I'm like a I can do like press stuff. I have a badge to do that. So sometimes me and my friend does it. He's like the guy that turned me on to it. So we go to shows and we get in because we have press
Nice.
passes and stuff. So
That's
um,
cool.
yeah, so I might be able to. If not, I think the rally's free. But just by
Well,
having the press pass, I'll be able to go in the VIP because I went there like in 2017. I think it was when Mendel Dope Boys were there, and my friend Medical Mike was on stage as a announcer, and yeah, I known him from California, and Pony Boy was there, and I met him in California, in Las Vegas. There's a story behind that. But then I got my picture taken with Cheech and Chong. I mean, Tommy Chong. I was shit faced. I walked up. They gave you Tommy Chong CBD water, so it's all over my mustache. And I walk up and I saw something. I like sprayed him and shit. and I go up and sit down. And they're like taking. They took like a couple of pictures of me with him, and yeah. So that. Oh yeah. When I walked up, he goes, "He's stoned." He said, "Tommy," he goes, "He's stoned," because I was just smoking some really good weed from Maine. I had some weed over there from Maine. Well, I'll tell a little bit. So there's like 10 people hanging out, smoking a joint. I'm hanging out with them. The group of people I came with are over there hanging out. I wasn't even hanging out with them. I was just on my own hanging out. And then
meeting
they're
people.
over there looking at me and we're smoking like this Maine from weed. It was really good. And everybody leaves. And me and me and Pony Boy is sitting there, like standing there smoking a joint. And we're like, it was down to like, almost a roach, but it was still pretty big. So, and then I ended up, that's how I seen him in California at shows at the hemp cons. Because I know Mike and I know the guy that does the filming. So,
Yeah. Yeah.
so I went there. I mean, I went to the hemp cons a couple times and I almost won the rolling contest. I had the pregnant joint. Everyone liked it. And my friend Mike was up there, and there was a girl in the contest, so he gave it to the girl instead of me. And my friend's like, "What'd you do that for?" I would have had a plaque for that, but yeah. So me and Ponyboy, that's how we met. And then I seen him in Los. I seen him at well, that was in Vegas. Then I seen him in Boston. I'm like sitting in the VIP right next to right next to Mendel Dope Boys. They're hanging out right there. And I'm sitting there and I got my sour kush that I just grew. It was all sticky. I couldn't even roll it. It was sticking to my fingers. I was like, couldn't get it in the paper. It was like glue. And I'm like, oh shit. And it had seeds. So
Yeah.
I'm pulling seeds out and people are looking at me like, seeds. I'm
Yeah.
taking seeds out. And and then I'm like, I turn around, these guys are sitting next to me at the table. It was the Mendel Dope Boys, and I gave the guy a butt to look at. He smelled it and looked at it. He's like, good. And then I didn't know who they were at first, right? So then they go backstage. And I'm sitting there watching. They all get up and they leave, and and I'm like, look over there, and there's a frisbee there. So I just reach over. I'm sitting right there. I reach over and grabbed it, right? So I was like, oh, Mendo Dope Boys. I was like, wow. So they're going up stage and behind stage. So I quickly grab a bunch of my seeds out of the sour kush and put it. I only had a piece of, I had like a bottle cap, I think it was. So I put seeds in there and I had tape on something that I had taped up. So I pulled some tape off of that and taped them up and ran backstage.
True.
And right before they were going on stage and gave it to them, those seeds and stuff at
Nice.
the Boston Freedom Rally. So yeah, I had a good time there. So
Nice.
I'll be there. And back to this project. This is a seed project. So we got the melon cake, we got the sunset. Oh, we got the melon cake, we got the sunset mandarin sunset, and we got the northern lights that's gonna pollinate them. Then we got a freak show cross here. Then I got this one was the AK, right? Yeah. This
Yeah.
one was that one was the AK. That one's hillbillies. It's the purple haze, the freak show cross, freak show cross. That one's a freak show cross. This one's a freak show. I got from the Farmers Alliance. So I got, well, my friend got two of them. I got one. I got the melon cake. I mean, the Mandarin Sunset. My friend got the melon cake and he went back and the guy gave him the freak show
Nice.
plant. So I got that growing outside and I made some cuts of that. So I figured, all right, well, oh, and I got the land race tie weed here. That doesn't want to flower. This shit you can grow like in like a year.
It will.
In a
It
nice
will flower.
flower.
That's
This is
funny.
a, what do you call it? A Northern Lights that I took out of the greenhouse and replanted in here. It didn't take it too good. But if it, I didn't have this light up either. While I was going on the show, before I came on, I put this light up so I have better light in here. I shut the curtains here because in the daytime these get
All the light
open.
comes through. Yeah.
Yeah, and I just keep them open all the time because it doesn't matter for these. I just sprayed them with these are just the seed projects, so I'm not even smoking what's here. It's all going to be for the seeds. And I just sprayed Lost Coast. Got it over there because I bought these in just recently. So I just sprayed underneath the leaves. They look good, so just to prevent anything, like I said, I'm not smoking it anyway. So,
Exactly.
so it's just going to be
Exactly.
for the seeds. Now, for the seeds, I got years of seeds here of different types. That's 456. I named that. I think that's like a freak show course. And I got bags and bags of seeds. And that
Great.
one is, let's see, that was 20, 21 and 22. Ooh, that's a good bag. Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
looking for my 21s. And look at the powder in this one. It's like some nice cheap powder. I got to get a mill. I tried to buy a mill. Dropped it somewhere. One of them. Oh, well.
Oh, yeah. Looking good, man.
Yeah, but that's this some underneath here is like loose seeds. Okay,
Oh, yeah.
that's 2022 from 2022. Okay, in there, and then I got this whole bucket here full of seeds. All right, that's from 2023. 2024 was last year, and I didn't have any seeds. So that was from the year before of all mixed stuff. Hit by a big giant plant next door. I got pictures of it. The neighbor did it, and I got
Yeah.
whacked with seeds that year. Even tieweed seeds too got it somewhere because that was
Nice.
there too. I don't know what happened was I had it. The police wouldn't do nothing, and I called my legislator, and because he helps me. And next thing you know, an hour later, the plant's gone. No one would do that without it. Oh, they're allowed to have a plant. Well, not a male plant, not next to a farm where the guy's growing, legally and have license to do. In the farm
Yeah.
bill, it's called drift, cross pollination. It's a crime. So, the police ain't doing nothing. No one enforces the laws. I called everybody, and no one enforces them. I was like, "What's going on here?" And I'm freaking out. Like, this is going on like 2 weeks, and I got the sheriff like saying he's gonna help me, and then 2 weeks later, and I start bitching. I like complained, and then I talked to him. He goes, "Oh, I ain't helping you because you complained." I got it all recorded too. I've been recording everything since the police came and destroyed my field in New York, and the
Yeah.
neighbors seen them and knowing what to do. Nothing. I'm still fighting. I'm gonna fight. I'm gonna talk to the lawyer. I talked to him today because he knows they did it, and there's a witness. But the witness moved now. It's like,
Yeah.
then I got evidence. So I'm still working on that. I ain't giving up. Because
Nope.
everyone's just
Definitely not.
covering it up, everything. So it's like a free for
Yeah.
all. Like, fuck you then. I'll fucking do
Yeah.
what I want. No one's gonna enforce any laws, right? And all this bullshit. So, um, back to the project. I'm gonna get all pissed off. So everything's gonna get hit with the northern lights.
Nice.
The Thaiweed, and I got more northern lights and Thaiweed in another spot if I need to take some of the pollen and hit the plants a little more, better plants. You know what I mean? Because
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to do that with the northern lights. 'Cause that one looks weak. I just brought that in the other day. It didn't quite make it.
Shit happens
so,
though, man.
so
But hey,
that's
we appreciate you coming on, man. We're gonna
yeah.
wrap her up for the night, but
Okay, yeah. Thanks for
you're
having me
always
on.
welcome to pop on and show the garden.
Yeah, and
And
I gotta,
if we're
I
too late
gotta.
for you to show the outdoor and you want to show the outdoor, just shoot me a 1 minute video going over your outdoor
It's a
garden, and
well,
I'll
what
pop
do
it
you
up
call
on
it?
the
This
site
is the
for you.
problem. I'm not good at doing that, so I got all that green helping me do that kind of stuff. So
Nice.
I got a YouTube channel now, two of them that I'm building up, and I need subscribers. And I don't know if she's still on, but if she could send the link over for that, and
I
she has
think
a whole bunch of
I think she
videos.
went. I think she was saying that she was heading to bed, so I'm not sure if she's still here or not. So
Yeah. Well, if she's still there, she has clips of the farm. She has a bunch of videos. She gets them every day, different ones. You know what I mean? Like aerial views. I give her and a bunch of stuff, and she has the links because I'm not good at doing that. So,
yeah,
if she's around, she could do that.
cool,
That's
cool.
if she gets time. All
So
right,
make sure
thanks
you
for
get
having
over and give
me
Dr. Levy alone a
and it
follow
was
on
cool. It
YouTube.
was cool doing this. And if you're on in the daytime, maybe I can show you in the day. But
Yeah, normally we're on at 9, so at 9 at night. So usually it's dark by that time.
yeah,
But
okay.
yeah, like I
Well, if
said,
you,
if you ever want, just send me a video and I can pop it up on the
yeah,
show. And
I'll have Gigi do that, and I'm
sounds
gonna
good.
do. I'm gonna get my channels going. I'm gonna be giving away seeds. I got all these seeds here, and I got boxes. See, right now I'm pure, and I got. If you got time, I don't know if you get your show, but I got 4 bags here, pure. All right,
Nice,
two of them were tested, and I put them in paper bags after they hung, and
nice.
then what do you call it? There's some big bugs in here. I didn't even. I trimmed them a little bit before I brought them in, but this is how I cure. I put them in paper bags, and then when these get moist, I put them in here, and when these get moist, I take them out and let them dry for an hour or so and let them dry up. Put them back in. Keep doing that
Yep.
for a couple of days, and that dries the weed out slow. You know what I mean? And
Yep.
that's the way I cure. Then they go into turkey bags, and then they get put in these boxes. See, all these boxes I got. I've been saving these boxes that I get, banana boxes. These are all the bags that I use every year. Like this was the field
Yep.
weed. Like I save all the paper bags. I got boxes of them over there, and I got boxes of seeds for all different types. And I got the what do you call it in there? I got the bud and the seeds of all different types of weed. Where I want to get
Yeah.
these boxes of them, and that's just some
Nice.
of them. And I'm gonna what do you call it? Get one of those scopes or figure out how to do it with the camera and look at the buds and offer those seeds from those buds. You know what I mean?
Cool. Cool.
So that's going to be cool. So if you
That will be
subscribe
cool.
to my website, the quicker I'll be doing this stuff. You know, but right now I'll be doing harvest, so I'll be doing that too on
Yeah,
there.
so hit his subscribe button. And on that note, I do have to get the kids to bed, so we are
Okay,
gonna end it. It is
cool.
11:30, but
Cool.
I hope you all enjoyed the plants, and we appreciate you coming on.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Thank you. Have a good
And thanks
night.
for popping on, sir. And we will
You
talk
as
to
well.
you next Friday, hopefully.
Yes.
Cool.
All right.
Yeah,
Later,
I'll
brother.
be having.
Have a great night.
Later.
What a great night.
Ooh, it was definitely a good night. Lots of gardens, lots of
Yes.
plants, and
Yes.
yeah, Wednesday we got Vixen
We
coming on.
we do. So definitely stay tuned for that. Um, she is known for being on Grow Me Talk. She's also on El Canasur just before our show at 8 o'clock. She hangs out with Crimson L and Cece. And
She's
she's a really badass artist, so that's going to be really, really cool to get to know her more.
it will be, and that so yeah. If you guys want to get to know Vixen, pop in Wednesday night at 9 p.m. Eastern,
Easter.
and we'll be chatting it up with her for an hour or so.
Yes.
Yeah.
Have a great night, everyone.
Peace out.
Bye.